Yo, this is Senior G telling you to tap in on Sundays to the Philosopee Show. Live at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on SoldierByBlood.com. Home of underground entertainment and the voice of the movement.
Well, we've sure got big-ass problems.
Yup. Can you believe these big-ass prices?
Doesn't bother me. I got a big-ass secret.
What's your big-ass secret?
Every time I fill up, I add this little gas pill, and I get big-ass savings.
You get big-ass savings just from using that little pill.
Even with that big-ass truck?
Even with that big-ass truck. And when I help other people get big-ass savings, I make big-ass money.
So you get big-ass money, helping people get big-ass savings with that little gas pill.
You got a big-ass tank?
Honey, do I have a big-ass tank?
Oh, yep, you do. You definitely have a big-ass tank.
Yeah, I do.
Look, this is what I got paid last week.
Wow, that is big-ass money.
We're planning a vacation with our big-ass savings and that big-ass money.
We could use some big-ass savings.
And some big-ass money.
Make sure you tune in to the Philosopee Show, where all you have to do is pay for attention, and you just might learn something. Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Culture Shock Radio, Kuzo FM, Tar Music, and the Tattoo Shop Radio. Remember, it still takes a village. We are Village Global Network.
Welcome to another episode of Hooking Up. I'm your host, Donnie Cankle, and we're here to find out which lucky man is going to be getting our bachelorette for today. So for today's bachelorette, we have Green Girl from St. Louis, Missouri, a very, very crime-rated town, and she has a chance with Bachelor 1 or Bachelor 2. Now, men, you got to come up with the good answers and good responses, because just remember, just like love, she has her options. Let's go.
Bless my heart and my mind, the way she handlin'. This a top-notch shorty, she never settling'. Got me Snapchatting pics like a cameraman. And she fabulous, make me a better man. She come out at night, if you let her, man. She say she stopped dealing with you, she need a veteran. She say she got so many flavors like Zataran, and ain't got time for the games or the argument. She a classy chick, so she do well. Fell in love with hip-hop, she listening to LL. Body like an ice cream shop, she had a whole pan. She tried to walk past me, son, I pulled a coattail. She got options, bruh, don't even go there. Gave her a compliment, I like your new hair. She say you ain't paid for shit, so why do you care? I told her I'd change your life and be a boo bear. No man at home, shorty like to stand alone. She make my heart beat like a metronome. I thought about her, so I had to write the song. She weighing all her options, that's what she be on.
Okay, you got two options, the blue pill or the red pill. One will show you the truth, the other will put you back to sleep and you'll never remember what just happened. So, you wanna know just how far the rabbit hole goes? She's astronomy and astrology, numerology. Brown sugar gave me diabetes from her mahogany. The God MC spoke about her way back in 90. Full circle 360 degrees, her essence is still present. Visions of her beauty haunting my adolescence. Gave my heart palpitations just to write this message. Memories from lost seasons left my brain with lesions and scar tissue for a multitude of reasons. Maybe I travel memory lane due to cuffing season is amongst us. And as the seasons change, nothing's changed. Still got my heart in chains, feelings of bliss provoke me to reminisce about opportunities missing, making this specimen my miss, but refuse to dismiss my mistresses. So the mystery is, why did I put more value in these temptresses? To forego what I knew what was, but is it still is? Cause she got options and shit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like today is a draw. They all came up clean, but not really get with the green. Love always comes with a price. And remember, you always got an option, bitch.
I was finna say y'all done fucked up, but you didn't fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 p.m. something here in the Lou, and welcome to the Philosophy with the motherfucking council, man. I hope y'all ready to open up your minds and talk some philosophies, man. I'm Tweezy the Don.
I'm Daddy Rich.
And we got a special guest in the house. We got our fam, Tony, CEO of motherfucking People Choice Tea. Let me go ahead and make sure that our sounding good. Okay, I see you. I heard you.
Check.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what we do, man. We ain't scared to check ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that the people on this motherfucker that can hear us good so we can get into these conversations, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. First of all, before we get started, how was everybody weekend? How everybody week going?
Oh, man.
I'm all right, man.
Good?
Yeah, everything good. I mean, normal weekend for me. I say that.
Daddy Rich?
Condolences to my family. We lost another aunt this week on Thursday. You know, it was my mom's last sister, you know, so we got about 5 uncles out of 16 kids left, you know. Okay. That's the, side effect being from a big family, man. We ain't promised to be born, but once we are born, we are promised to pass, and transition, as I call it, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my people, condolences and prayers. If you need me, I'll be right around the corner, somewhere around you, you know what I'm saying? Condolences.
No doubt. Condolences to the people, man. Anybody out there that's lost some lives, man, it's hard. I had a great weekend, man. A great week and a great weekend. Last week was my grandma's birthday and my son's birthday.
Oh, wow.
This week is my queen's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Queen. Shout out to
man, us living our lives, getting more experience, going through what we going through, our younger kids threw her a surprise party.
Oh, okay.
Now when we think of a surprise party as grown-ups, we think of a surprise party as grown-ups. We plan it out. They just decided to do it.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So, they got me into it, not knowing that, I thought my job was just to keep her out the house. I didn't know I had to be there because I had to work. I had to do podcasts. But I did my part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I asked her. I was just happy that they was doing it for her. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I asked her, my philosophical ass always asking, but I wanted to know, was she happy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, was she happy that they did it? And her first answer was, well, they was upset because wasn't nobody there. And I'm like, I was asking, was you happy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Was you happy of the thought that them doing
they
that?
Thought of you like that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And my thing is, okay, now let's get back to the point where they felt like wasn't nobody. Y'all didn't plan it good.
Right. You just
that's your that's so don't
did some TV stuff. We finna have a surprise party and everybody's just gonna come.
No, you got to plan it out. Right. But your mind was in the right place, and that's why I feel like sometimes people, because I don't know what she told them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was a good gesture. And next time, plan it out a little better so it'll be more people who know. They can make time for it, and blah, 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 and all of that type stuff.
Pretty sure it was a learning lesson.
Yeah.
They done figured out something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
let me see that.
But, what you need, brother?
Lighter.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that, for some reason, that popped out to me. But she said, when I asked her was she happy though, she said she was. She was very, you know. So shout out to the kids who do those type of things for their
Honor
parents.
thy father and thy mother.
Yes. As the words say. But all right, man, we had to sit down and talk about our weekend, man, and you know, get some of that stuff off our chest. But we gonna jump into this topic so we can get the show started. Last show we discussed who do you talk to about your issues. You know what I'm saying? If you want to check that out, you already know. Subscribe to the Philosophy Show on Facebook and subscribe to Soldier by Blood Television on YouTube. We also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we on Village Global Network shit, man.
Yeah.
And we also on fucking People Choice TV.
Yeah, People's Choice in the building.
So you can check us out on all those platforms. Today, man, we gonna be discussing free will because I came up with this topic like talking to my queen yesterday morning. I get up in the morning and I, meditate, and a lot of strategic shit happens in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all be seeing me up early as fuck in the morning. Right. You know what I'm saying? So me and my queen, we philosophizing, talking, just having conversation, and I found myself defending the point by saying that the Most High blessed us with free will.
Okay.
I had to check out what the fuck free will really mean, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I had to quit. Now I'm questioning me now when I ask these questions. That's why I'm looking for answers from everybody now, because I'm like, okay, the Most High blessed us with free will. What is free will? What is free will? You know what I'm saying? So this is the definition that when I looked it up, as far as just definition, free will in philosophy and science, the supposed power or capacity of humans to make decisions or perform actions independently of any prior event or state of the universe.
Wow.
Okay.
Woo.
Okay.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Wow,
That's
what a
all.
way to start the show off.
Hold on, let me.
Get it again.
I'm a free will in philosophy and science, the supposed power or capacity of humans to make decisions or perform actions independently of any prior event or state of the universe. Come on, man.
That last part, prior event, that says
Or state.
that points to intent. Because if you have that prior event, your intent may change.
Right.
And that's what puts you in the good or the evil category, intent.
Man.
So without prior event, you're making a pure choice and decision to do or not do.
True.
Wow. That's deep.
Man.
I didn't even know it went that far.
Man.
I mean, that's what I always thought of it as, was just choice. You know what I'm saying? That's what I felt the free will was always, just the power to have the choice to be able to make the decision on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
That's how I feel. I mean, I still get that out of that. You know what I'm saying? Basically, no matter what's going on in the universe, we're allowed to think on our own. I think of like the behavior of like animals. You know how they have to do certain things in certain ways, and that all coincides with how nature is and everything. Where we can You know what I'm saying? Choose not to go with that. Go against the grain. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like a dog could only be a dog per se, and we have a conscience, or
Naturally, with nature, yeah, a dog could be a dog. Only
because
a dog.
well, I guess humans can only be humans though.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, I mean, like behavior patterns. Like, I know dogs and stuff got less of it, but I mean, to make an example, is like, you know how you got certain fish that swim to a certain point all the time. You know what I'm saying? To have their babies and stuff like that, and they instinctively know to do this and stuff like that. And it's like whatever's going on, they still gonna do that.
we
The
still
certain
do.
migration.
We got the addicts.
Right. I mean, but that's but they
not
can
all,
they
but
can
some.
also choose to stop being addicts. You see what I'm saying? It's we have
Can
more
they?
of a choice.
That's what I'm asking.
Right.
Can they though?
I mean, we know addicts that have
If you
recovered.
got, you a strong-willed person,
Right.
because I watched my dad kick
So
after 40 years.
after 40,
You know, and one thing I noticed is my dad's a veteran, so he go to the VA, and they were helping in the circumstances, let's say. And what I could tell what was missing was that family piece.
Right.
Let's just say that family piece. But my dad always had that, and out of all the things I've seen him go through with that dependency, he chose family.
good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. But sticking on the free will, man. So I'm gonna go back to the last part. This is what I got out the last. Any independently meaning without.
Right.
Any prior event or state of universe. How can that even be? How can we make a decision? The earth already been here. People already thought these things. Everything already been here. So how can you, how is that making any choice we made is because of something that's already been here? I can't see how this could happen with its wording like this. I'm trying to figure it out.
I would say the closest I can get to it is saying like, okay, like say that it was a certain reason. Remember how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, and they were destroyed for a certain reason. That prior event, we still can think independently and do that same exact thing, even though we know what happened to that. You know what I'm saying? Without that prior, even though we know that we're aware of that prior event, we still can choose to do that same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? Where it ain't like
that only makes me trigger awareness, not free will. That's not making me. That's not making me understand the free will part. It's making me understand. Of course, we aware. We aware that happened. My thing is, how can we not make a decision off something that's already we're here. We born here.
Right.
We're going to be in this environment. It's already there.
Right.
It's, you know what I'm saying? This saying independent to me.
Right.
If it say independently of any prior event, or we just talking about what events are we talking about?
Well, see, that's what I was saying. It's
Okay.
like those, like, free will is what we allowed to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, once something like that happened, usually it's set forth where now you can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that can be implemented, that can be ruled over us. Like, that's like they saying, okay, if we take it from the God aspect, that's what I was saying. It's like he could have made it where we don't do that no more.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? He could have made it just where, hey, this is taken out of y'all's psyche. Y'all don't do this no more, period. Y'all don't even think like this. But we have the free will to not only think like this, but do the same thing again. You know what I'm saying? Without it being a implemented stop on us, we still can.
Now let me ask you this, but this is the question I gotta ask with that. All right. So we have the choice to fuck up. That's free will.
Right. Right. Basically, yes.
So is that true? So that is what the answer is to free will.
I mean, basically,
because
yes.
that was the first story of one of the first stories in the Bible with Adam and Eve. That's why when I asked my queen this shit, and I get this supposedly never happened before.
Right.
So that's free will. Right. So I asked my queen, and I'm like, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, man, if I was up in heaven and that happened to me, I'm like, would you have ate the apple? You know what I'm saying? Like I asked her, and you know, my queen, she was like, I don't know. I said, man, I said, you wouldn't have ate that apple. You wouldn't have ate the apple. Now, if you want to make an excuse on why Eve, that's a whole, I'm saying, would you? And I said, if you would have came to me with that, I would have smacked that apple out your motherfucking hand and said,
you know where you're supposed to be.
Right. That's what I would have been on.
You
know what I'm saying? So, what to me, free will, that would have been free will. Why that couldn't have been the fucking? Why couldn't that been the example of the free will?
I mean, in the way it was, like, you know what I'm saying? In the way it was, the fact that, I mean, that's part of what the devil came and brought forth. Is like you have the will to you know what I'm saying? You can eat that if you want to, for real.
Both of them made it though, man.
Right, but see, it was.
I don't like that story though, bro.
Yeah, it's
it's crazy that you say that because we still see that type of story play out in certain circumstances where us as men, when we allow some women to lead, not all women,
all day.
It's a consequence to it for not being the head and assuming the position of the tail.
Right.
When I think about free will, that's a spiritual thing.
All day.
You know, if you are a true believer and you have received the gift, which is of the Holy Spirit, and free will is a spirit thing, but it's still choice on the table. So you got the choice to choose right or wrong without independent of influence.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So when I heard the word independent of events, I'm thinking independent of influence.
Yes, sir.
How many times have we been young and developing and we was just with the wrong people?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as we got mature and start to understand who we were as men, and that part of our spiritual being played its part, we chose right with our will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But is free will even free? Because it's a cost attached to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I hear free will and the definition of it, that's a spiritual thing. Because if you are moving out of spirit, 100% of the time you should choose right. If you are not moving out of spirit, 100% of the time you might choose wrong. You know, so I'm thinking my phone ring. Anyway, I'm thinking free will is a spirit-led thing. You know, and we see what the results of people who are not accepting of that gift of the spirit. So they making decisions out of flesh. And there we know the flesh is weak. It's spike. It want what it want. It likes lust of the eyes, lust of the, you know, it likes lust. It likes all the sinful things. You know what I'm saying? That's, like you say, pleasurable. You know, but the spirit aligns in like what's right.
All right. So, sticking to that concept, we have, I know, so your free will won't be the same free will as a criminal. They won't, I mean, they could think of it as spirited. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some spirited criminals.
Mm-hmm.
But is that the same free will? And is that part of what the Most High done bless us with? Period. It don't matter.
I think it's the same free will, but it goes to choice and intent after that.
Right.
Okay.
What you do with it, where you place it at.
Okay, so that's the free will that is the Most High. Hold
on. I just
Go
wanted
ahead.
to say, like, with what he's saying, like, there, even though once you get to that spiritual point of making those decisions from a good point of view, you still test it every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day you still making those, and there's some people that even still get to those point where they want to do good, but in certain areas they weak. You know what I'm saying? They weak to the flesh, and they might make the wrong decision in that area. They might do good in a lot of, you know what I'm saying? They can change their life for a lot of different reasons, but in certain areas they still weak to certain things. So
don't y'all
that's
think
what
that's
it is.
human though?
Because we walk
free
in the
will
flesh.
is exactly that. Free will is human.
We in the
All
flesh.
right, well,
Free
let me-
will is human.
I got some more questions. So we hit that part. I'm finna aim towards some specific points. Now.
All right. Okay.
So, was our birth free will? Us being born? Was that free will, or was that destiny, or was that a random act? What was our birth considered? Us being born.
Well, that's a good one.
From a spiritual point of view, it says that we were all born in sin.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that was free will, it might have been used fleshly. You know what I'm saying? The flesh might think, because the flesh weak, and like you said, temptation comes.
I ain't talking about the act of us being born, just us actually being born. Like you as an entity, as who
Coming
you,
into this world. Yeah. I mean,
Is that free will?
I think we born into free will. I don't think it's
So
free
there-
will. Our
Is that a random? And not when I say a random act, not like a one night stand, just
I know
chemicals
what you're saying.
coming to. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Is it purpose? That's why I say that's a good one there, because in a way, because even like what I get from the Bible, that we are born, like people say we're born with a purpose, each person, but to me that kind of kills the free will type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I believe
Yes, sir.
that that's what it is. It is a test of how you live life. And the way it's tested is the decisions that you make and the choices that you make using your free will. You know what I'm saying? If you're, you know what I'm saying, and every day those challenges until you get to the point where you're solid in what you know what I'm saying?
Well, with that, when I think of that, so explain that to a person that's locked up and ain't getting out or facing the death penalty. How does that come in with free will? How does, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Like,
this motherfucker did whatever he did. It don't even matter what they did. They are now incarcerated for a life term, and at the end of that life term, they get murked.
okay.
What's their free will? Do they have any free will to do anything but die? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, in a way, because it goes back to what he was saying. At that point, it becomes purely spiritual. Because now you didn't. No, because you still got decisions that you can make within that prison.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? You can choose to go and do a whole bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But free will within a contained system, is that still free will?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you got some decisions that you got to make. Give you this.
Yep.
Some people go in there and they can't take it. They got to get them some. You know what I'm saying? And some fellas go in there like, hell no, I don't care. Some ain't some. You know what I'm saying? So I'm holding it down. I'm 20 years. I didn't give you hey, whatever. Until I see it again.
That's a good.
You know what I'm saying?
Analogy.
And you have the free will too. You know what I'm saying? They get in there, they kill. They get in there and be a part of
the culture.
You know what I'm saying? And there's some people that get in there, like they say, do they easy time. I ain't part of none of this. I'm sitting until it's time for me to get out.
And then the outcome of them being in there is after free will was misplaced.
Exactly.
So now we all have to play the game from the cards we was dealt and the decisions we made. But that doesn't mean you lose free will.
Right.
That just means
it's been restricted.
Exactly. At the time where you were supposed to exercise it, you chose something. Yeah, you chose something different. So the results of that is where you at, but that doesn't mean you lose free will. You still have it, but now it comes with restriction.
Okay. All right. I'm learning some shit.
Tweez, you didn't dug in
it. Yeah, right.
I almost had to take my cap off.
All right.
It's the philosophy.
Now we know as people, because I looked it up. It's people that says there's no such thing as free will, and it's I think it's called determinism or something like this. Like what you said in the Bible, it's already written. If you believe the Most High is omnipotent and know what's going on, I'm sorry I heard this before, so I can't act like I've never heard this before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Speak,
and these are the peoples who think that, but at the same time, I still hear free will within them explaining that there's no free will.
Because you can't get rid of it. You can't. I mean, that's the bottom line to that question. Really, is that you can't get rid of free will. We have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you're talking to people that actually, because that's the ending. That's the part that people don't talk about. Is free will has an ending. Once you get solid in the path you're going to walk, now you are within will.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is your will to go this way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're supposed to reach.
Yes, sir.
Is that point. But a lot of people get hung up on the free will thing. When you express it every day, even within that path that you walk in, you are choosing every day not to do something. That's your free will, to choose to stay within that path. You know what I'm saying? And but you can't get rid of it, basically. That's it. That's
for
all.
that person, you chose not to believe in free will. And that's your free will.
Amen. Right. I was
choosing to believe or not to believe.
Even saying that.
Yeah, that's what my point was. Yeah,
but that's free will comes from making pure decisions. Like you say, absent of events. That's pure.
Yeah.
You know, that's a soul thing. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe in having good souls or bad souls. You know what I'm saying? Free will is always gonna be tied to choices. You have the choice to do or not to do. Can't nobody make a grown man do nothing. You gonna choose to do or not do.
Yeah.
And that's free will.
Hey, so y'all hearing what we saying? If you believe what's coming out of our mouth, let us know. Do we have a free will? Because a lot of things when I be talking to people, it seems like we gonna get on this. It seems like everybody owned by somebody when we ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I feel like we had a conversation. I ain't gonna say who it was with, but I'm like, man, I don't feel oppressed.
Right.
I feel like I need some more money.
Yeah.
But I don't feel oppressed. I see a lot of things that's not like what people are trying to make it seem like it is. What life is y'all living right now? I'm just saying. So that's my free will to think that I don't feel like you feel. I don't.
I feel you on both. I feel both. Well, I'm gonna say I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? But like, I when you talk about oppressed, when you say something like that, oppressed, which was words that was used back when our parents could, I ain't gonna say our parents, but back when blacks couldn't vote.
Yes, sir.
And back when, you know what I'm saying, when it was for real oppression. You know what I'm saying? These people would smack us across the face with gloves.
Say that again.
Right.
For real
oppression.
For real.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Now, and seeing I have a partner, man. Me and him had these discussions all the time. I got to get him down here. Me and him had these discussions all the time. Because I feel like that, yes, I know. I'm very aware of all the systematic things in place. I'm very aware that there's people out here that are racist and stuff. But it's like when people start talking about this, you lose sight of the numerous amounts of people since my age, my generation and under, that has crossed that barrier line. Like we was just talking about it with hip hop alone. You know what I'm saying? Just if you came from an era and you know hip hop and like how it was, like rap was on the radio an hour for, you know what I'm saying, at a time or something like that, or it was on Friday night or something like that. And to walk into a department store and hear this playing on the elevator, you know what I'm saying? That didn't happen.
In arenas.
This was not in arena, in lawyers' offices. You know what I'm saying? This did not happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, in a way, you know what I'm saying? You see the difference. It's much different now, and it's not focused. That it's a lot of people that's not even with that. You know what I'm saying? They don't even see that now. So a lot of it is the basic poverty. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
a
you.
A lot of it is.
Man, hold on.
They looking down on you because you it's black in it too, which is a little racism, but it's like you ain't nothing. You ain't trying to do nothing because this is what they've been fed. When they actually, and I've ran into people that have not actually interacted, and once I started talking to them and interacting, and I hear how they talking, and they've never, you know what I'm saying, and you start talking, and then they start letting out a little stuff that they, I know a few things, I done heard these few songs, I know a few things and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and you get to talking to them, and then it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, they don't all think the same thing, but they know the areas, they know if who you talking about? I'm just saying, like, white people, like, it's white people in St. Charles, man, that they think St. Anne is the city. And I ain't even gonna say St. Charles. My bad for saying St. Charles. I'm gonna say like Wentzville and Troy and stuff like that. But these type of people have never been out of Troy though. Right. Get that? They work in Troy. All their life is right there. They ain't been down. And they think like St. Anne is the city, and they'll say stuff like that. Oh, I come to the city like once or twice. You know what I'm saying? Once they get comfortable, they start talking to you like that. I come to the city once or twice, and you be like, yeah, for real, like word. Oh, like St. Anne, like St. You be like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's the point? My thing is, what's the point? What's the point of that?
My bad, because I did start. The point is that it's just so many. It's so many people that ain't on all of that black and white shit. Okay. And it's so many people that's like out there, it's a different set of living. They get houses easy and all of that shit. So they look at motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't trying to do shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. Right. And that's what it is. It's basically that you're not trying. The same way that they look at.
Why care about that though?
Because it's the same way that they look at.
Why would I care about what you think of me?
Exactly. That's the bottom line right there.
I'm tired. Who cares?
It ain't them people that's stopping you. Right.
It ain't nobody stopping you.
Right.
That's what we trying. That's what I'm trying to. It seems like people trying to make me believe that though. Like they straight trying to make me believe that
it's people stopping you from doing shit. Like, I mean,
they with it. They comfortable with that
I heard this shit where you
we
gonna
had
get
that
no.
conversation. Maybe a couple podcasts back. Like we got to start acknowledging the gains, and not dwell on what you want to see to be the losses.
Right.
What about the gains?
That's what it is.
You
right
know,
now.
maybe you will feel better about your gains if you concentrate on the gains.
Because we can't pretend like it ain't losses out there.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's getting to the point where
we started off with the losses.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's
about
deficit.
wins
Still
now.
gonna be people that's gonna still say it's losses there.
Always.
We still getting losses because you got the people that tried to fill out applications and got denied. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got, but they got a case of where he filled it out as a white dude and they called him back. You know what I'm saying? So it is exactly. It is some discrepancies out there. But what I try to tell people is, listen, we can't be false. We got to be honest. If we was the majority in this country, and we got to understand that we got to really understand that we are working on a uneven platform.
How?
They 50% of this country.
Why we care about that?
They
even if they are, who cares about that anymore? It's
if
not
we,
the same.
If
we're
it
not
slaves.
Right. Who cares if it's a million of them? We are as what we've been doing as black people. If you want to call yourself black, I'm gonna say people that look like me. I remember, and I'm just saying this: we are crying over spilled milk when we actually had somebody who looked like us, the first black president. Then we about to have a first black woman president, regardless of what people say. These are gains. Who cares about how many people? And that don't matter no more. The point of what we were trying to do was to carry the top of the office. We've been doing that. What are we talking about right now?
The point is to get rid of all of that shit and
not hurt my grandma with no.
Yeah.
See what I'm. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. I just want to say this, man. What do you want? Like, we are here. I see a lot of people doing what they dream. We talk about the free will and all that shit, and I'm talking about me, everybody.
Yeah.
We talk a lot of shit about America and the government, but we up in this bitch, nigga. Jordans, grills.
Hey.
Motherfucking Boston hats popping.
Yeah.
But we want to get rid of everything now.
Where else you want to go?
That's my point. Where we gonna go? Where else?
Where else
I
you
am.
go?
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say. I'm gonna say from what they used to feed me, the shit that I used to get fed. Oh, the government ain't shit. This and that. But wait till we gotta get black people in there, intelligent people talking like this, intelligent, and I'm talking about in a good way.
Right.
We are there now. And we pissing over it like it ain't shit. What is wrong? What is wrong with us?
It's a lot of people that
Ungrateful
believe
for
that
the wins, man.
They actually believe that, and see, and that's what I'm saying about the 50%. It's a lot of people that believe that a black president is supposed to get in there and say, "Hey, black people, all of y'all get
okay."
checks."
Wouldn't that run for president then?
Position
I don't want to hear
yourself.
no more motherfucker talking that shit about that. Run for.
Position yourself.
Listen, if we get this black woman and she win, you know what I asked my queen? I said, man, if she win, what you think if we get somebody in there that's really like us in there now? They getting used to seeing us in there now. Y'all need to be shifting your fucking thoughts.
Exactly.
God
bro.
damn.
Where is the gratefulness of the wins, man? It is, man.
Shift your mind. When are we going to shift our brains off of the separation game? I've learned now it's a separation game that they are playing with us.
Been there. Yes.
And it's work. It's
yes.
We are getting tricked out of actually progressing our mind to look at their government like Trump looking at it right now. Trump trying to take over the government.
Man.
I'm learning from you, Trump, but we just don't want you to go that way. That ain't the way to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For me, I'm just saying, oppression, you can't go that way without oppressing people. I know people don't like all the rights we have in America. Y'all some spoiled motherfuckers. Hey, if you a child of the Most High, you already independently think for yourself and raise your family how you supposed to raise your family. That's all you can do in this American world. You can't control America unless you become the president. Goddamn it, then do it. Now you can.
Now you position. Yeah. But we don't think about positioning ourselves.
No.
We just sit back and have a negative Nancy part. Dwell on what's not going right, but we won't celebrate our small wins, because small wins turn into big wins.
Man.
But we have to start, like you say, reconditioning our minds for victory.
Please.
And not victimize. We got to get out the victim
I missed a lot
mind state.
victimizing myself.
Man, we all
taking
did.
a lot away from yourself, victimizing yourself. That's easy work for people.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, we can't do this because of the... how you know that? Because you ain't even did it. What you talking about? Oh, man. Well, anyway.
Try is a 3-letter word.
What we get? Oh, I see Raz on there.
What up, Raz?
I sent you the link, bro, if you want to get on, man. But let me get off that for now, because we're going to get a lot into the politic part of this motherfucker. But I'm glad we did talk about that. But I want y'all to, I'm going to ask both of y'all this. Since if motherfucker don't believe, well, not, if a person don't believe that it's free will, then what is it? If it's no free will, then what is it? What the fuck?
I can't call it. Complete control. I mean, complete. Everything is
what would it be under? Like if you
chaos.
Yeah, I mean,
if it ain't no free will, it's chaos.
Yeah, what I mean, people call it a lot of stuff, divine, whatever or whatever, but yeah, it would mean that everything, all of this mess, is planned out to lead up to some big something.
And it ain't death, right? Or is it?
If
I would say
you know,
death,
the word says
there
there's some ways that seem right to a man but lead to destruction.
Death is too easy. Death is promised.
Without free will, I'm seeing a whole lot of destruction. You know, without applying free will and being active with it, it lead to destruction.
So I'm just asking, with that being said, you saying people, because you saying people will just be, they automatically evil if they don't got free will? Or
No,
what you
I'm
mean by
saying
that?
without them acknowledging free will and using it appropriately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could lead to.
I don't think, if it's not free will, I don't see how it could be, like you said, I don't get, because if we didn't have free will, we'd be chimpanzees then.
Yeah. It would mean, like
I think.
That would
I
mean,
don't know.
like you said, if life right now was without free will, for real, yes, every evil person is meant to be evil. That's all they.
Okay.
Everybody is already preordained to be what they would be.
Because with free will come consequences, good or bad.
Exactly.
Without free will.
So you thinking I'm just asking, I ain't saying you saying this, I'm just asking, so you think we all pretty much are brutal people? Is that what we, or
without
the
free will,
that
I
would
think
be
it's a chance we could
will,
be.
yeah. Without
brutal
free
people.
will, that's what it would be.
We could be pretty barbaric.
I mean, you would have some that wouldn't be, I guess, because you got some people out here that's not brutal, but that'll
take that'll be the majority. I see what you're saying.
Right. Think of
just
people
like, or even if it ain't the majority, you can have one brutal person and 3 non-brutal people in the room. That brutal person finna come out.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
But yeah, you're right.
All of us not believing in no consequences for our actions. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about all of us believing ain't no free will, so ain't no consequences for my actions. How we would act.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, if you think it, if I'm thinking it that's what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Like,
If we ain't no consequences coming with it, oh man, we would really be doing whatever we want to do, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? It is without free will. Right. I truly believe it would be worse because with free will, as I keep saying, comes consequences.
I think if it's no consequences, then it'll be, cause we already got free will, and people still choose the bad shit. So I'm just thinking. So I don't know.
But see,
that's deep.
I kind of get what deep. It's like a person. You ever seen the people that feel like they was born bad, born cursed, or something like that, and that's what they feel like. It's like it don't matter what I do, I might as well do fucked up shit, because it don't matter what I do, it's gonna turn out fucked up anyway. So this what the fuck they do. They don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's anything, no other way to live, no other way to be. I was made to be this way, and that's it. And it's like, in a way you can call it like no choices. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel. They didn't have no choices. This is what I was given, and it's all I'm gonna get.
Okay, so basically, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
But it's that's another thing about free will, that there's so many levels of it throughout life. Like I say, every day you wake up is a day to go through free will. You know what I'm saying? Choices that you have to make to stay strong or choose not to. Right. So it's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's consequences.
It's great dialogue, fellas.
Consequences. Like motherfuckers that call prison college. They don't see it as a consequence. They see this as coming. You know what I'm saying? This is part of the cycle that I got to go through.
Yeah, true that.
Wow, then that's a person with no choices.
So it's people who, so if you feel that way, you pretty much faulting your free will.
Exactly.
Okay. Now this goes to what we was talking about a little bit in the beginning. Well, not the beginning. Before we start talking about this one topic. If free will, if we do have free will, why do so many people complain? Hey, Brass, you on? Can you hear us?
As humans, we always looking for somebody to blame.
And
it's easier to blame.
And you know this, man.
For the reason my hip hop career didn't go right, than to take accountability, to hold myself accountable and responsible for what I did and didn't do to advance my career. It's easy to blame, too easy, and some have.
I'm on her, my bad.
Just be honest. We still see them doing it daily, you know, for not being willing to look inside their own creativity. They'll steal some of your concepts. It's Mamba mentality over here.
It's real.
Not only steal the shit, and then act like they did the shit.
Man.
Exactly.
Then they don't even give a shout out to a motherfucker. Like, you know, you started that shit, man, you know, blueprint from you. They act like that's dick riding aside. I don't know what's wrong with these motherfuckers. But how you gonna take a whole motherfucking concept, don't even change nothing. Now, we all do podcasts, right? But take your concept, don't even change shit about it. Do the same goddamn thing you're doing, and can't even give a motherfucking shout out.
Man.
Can't even say, hey, so-and-so started this, or this why I got, even if they ain't start this. Hey, I got that from so-and-so. I say it all the time. I don't give a fuck. Tweezy, live again for the millionth time. Thank you, Tweezy, for letting me come down and you showing me how to do a podcast, because I didn't know how to do a goddamn thing with no fucking podcast. And you was one of the first motherfuckers that got on my podcast when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And you invited me to come down and say, hey, let me give you some game, little brother. And I said, thank you, my man. And I took it from there. And every get, I say, thank you, Tweezy.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you too.
Appreciate it.
Homage is free,
you
man.
started that shit out for me. Now I just gotta take it. Now I gotta take it to the level I need to take it to. And before I go out, and that's what's wrong with you motherfuckers that claim you're friends. Nobody gotta hold your fucking hand. What they do, a friend do, is put your ass in position because you a grown motherfucker. I'm gonna give you the position. I'm gonna give you a little game. I can't give you everything. You gotta learn something on yourself, but I'm gonna give you the game. I'm gonna give you something to start off with. From there, you don't have to hold my fucking hand because I'm gone. That's all.
Take off.
And you know this, man.
Yeah.
All day, man. Love your words, LC Raz.
Shout out to the niggas who steal Tweezy ideas and throw shows.
and my thing is, man, I say before whose mic is this right now, I already saw that the line was drawn, and it was drawn a long time ago, and I just peeped game from that. My thing is, I don't like to continue to fall out with individuals that I straight fuck with and show love to. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. It's whack, especially for the reasons. I'm going to say this, and y'all know what I'm saying. You don't have to line up against me to get you a pop show. Stop doing that gay shit. That is really gay to me. Don't line up against me to get fucked by Diddy.
Pickle Pirates.
You don't have to do that. I'm not that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the culture for real. I stepped out the culture because I fuck with the culture.
That's 100.
You know what I'm saying? So please don't keep doing that shit. It's stupid, it's dumb, and it makes me not even want to fuck with you artists like that for real. That's why I fuck with who I fuck with. So that's what I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, Pickle Pirates.
I be feeling the same way, too easy. You know, we talk behind the cloak, you know, and I'll tell them one conversation, and I told you, I ain't chasing you motherfuckers. I am not chasing you. If you don't feel our platforms is good enough for you, if you feel us playing your music ain't good enough for you, if you feel us representing your music ain't good enough for you, well, take your ain't good enough ass for you and take your ass somewhere else, because I ain't chasing you. I come in your inbox maybe one time. Well, one time, hey, you want to do an interview? You don't ask? I don't hit your ass no more. And then you get erased. Then I don't even think about it. Bye-bye. We're not chasing. We doing this shit. No, we spend money, time, listening, even some whack-ass shit. And sometimes we play it just on strength, just because, hey, we're going to represent the lose. I don't like it. Somebody might like it. But we'll play it. Come on, man. We do too much for you fucks to ever. Ever.
Damn.
Act like y'all be acting.
Man.
Yeah.
Please, stop that shit, man.
Yeah. Address it.
Man. All right, man. So I think we getting you in right on the right time, 'cause we about to get into some politics shit after this break we do. We got motherfucking Tony in this bitch, man. From People's Choice.
People's Choice.
Man, we jump right into the motherfucker, man. Before we go into this quote I'm going to give, let them know what you do. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the People's Choice TV.
I run a Roku app. Well, I run an app, matter of fact, that broadcasts all of up-and-coming artists. Like on a level, you can have your own, you want your own rights to your own stuff, you can put it on your channel. It's broadcast all over. All of us are global. We stream global. So it's all global streaming and getting at people at all points. I'm in a bunch of countries right now. South America, tearing them up. So, I mean, I accept people's stuff. I'm doing free music videos right now. If you send it to it, I just put it on the channel, play it. But I'm looking for everything, music, comedy. I'm doing TV shows, movies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get at me, please. People's Choice. You can find it. Look it up on, you can download the app. It's free in any app store. You can find it on Roku. Check me out.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you got to download the Apple People's Choice Television, baby.
Let's go.
All right.
And take opportunity. My bad, Tweet. I'm hyped. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, real talk. Take the opportunity, goddammit. This is what we doing. Hey, do not let this separation fuck up your game.
Yeah.
Hey, you got people out here who actually trying to get y'all seen globally and can and will get people seen globally. It's not going to stop. So you don't have to choose between. You don't have to do retarded shit. You can come fuck with us. We started this shit. We want y'all to go through those lanes and come fuck with us in our lane too, because we on something totally different than those lanes. Yeah. So
True.
it's not, if you an artist and you hear us, we ain't trying to make y'all choose between who you fuck with. That's dumb. Now, if you got a squad or a team, that's tribal shit. That's how you roll. That's your core. But as an artist, you supposed to get around and you supposed to hit different scenes. You know what I'm saying? Your manager don't got to be there. Your PR don't got to be there.
Exactly.
You got to be there.
Gotta be there.
So come fuck, especially your new artists, you need to come holler at us before you get raped for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really need to holler at us. Real talk. But everybody else, do your damn thing. You got free will.
Man, and we ain't beefing with nobody.
Man,
We all men, man. This all about business. This all about adding to the culture. We love the culture. We not beefing with nobody. I don't care who told you that.
Yeah.
We not beefing with nobody. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
And let me say something about that, because I know where they could get that situation, and that's from Jada Realist. You know what I'm saying? Jada Realist is a very, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the fuck y'all, very passionate, and y'all know what the fuck y'all did to him. Y'all know what y'all doing to him.
Yep.
Right.
Leave this dude alone. Let him shine, because he's shining right now. He doing what he's supposed to do.
White diamonds.
Yeah, and quit playing with him like that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all not gonna fight, it's been proven in hella situations that don't nobody want to fight. And we're just talking about reality. We've been in too many situations where don't nobody want to fight.
Because it ain't about fighting.
There we go.
Exactly,
It's
man.
not about fighting, and it's okay to have competition.
And that's all it
Healthy
is.
About getting
man.
the loot out
Real.
of her. We all got one goal. We done had plenty of people make it out the loop, but all of us know damn well ain't nobody just been out the loop. Came out and that's what we just trying to put the loot on the map.
That's
like
it.
Atlanta or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm
And
not
that's
trying
what
to
it's
be
about.
Atlanta.
No, I'm just saying. You know
Personal wise, I'm more on teaching our culture a better way of getting to the bag instead of trying to do the same stupid shit looking, because everybody ain't gonna make it. That's what I mean. The culture.
Right.
Everybody in this culture not finna make it to that situation. Right. So if we still in this culture doing this dumbass, stupid ass shit, what are we really doing? We're not. That's why it's only a few people getting up out this motherfucking high doing, because the culture here is whack. That's what I'm trying to change, because I've been in the culture. You've been in the culture. We all been in. You see what it is. That's why I'm not trying to fool myself. Me personally, I tried the kumbaya shit. I'm getting the good people out of it, but overall, look what they do to you. The overall, you can't be blind to that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have to. Me personally, I just reach out to more people outside of St. Louis, and it's still focused to St. Louis.
Definitely.
But I can't mend and get in with people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I booked that motherfucking venue for one reason. One, it wasn't to save St. Louis. It wasn't to bring St. Louis together. And, because you said you wanted to fucking versus my guy. And you said you wanted to do the verses. You said it out your mouth. You was on this. We gave you a time to do it. You didn't do it. We did it. That's it. If we gonna come to, I'm thinking we already coming together. I'm not finna. I looked at that and got my ass spanked trying to get everybody to blow up. Man, they don't give a fuck about us like that.
Nah.
You know it. We come with behind the scenes, y'all. Real talk. Behind the scenes, we be talking about how we get fucked around.
Every day. With no Vaseline. No rubber. No
we can come
flowers.
on this podcast and act like everything 100 and this and that and still be good, because I'm still good. That's how I feel. But we can't shade that it's a lot of whack motherfuckers in the culture, and people let the culture do it.
You need to blow that up real quick.
It's because there ain't no culture.
I guess. Or is it?
It's a small culture, but it ain't no for real culture. Like, it's individual spurts of all people all over doing it. Ain't no for real culture to it. It's just,
It's more tribal.
Who you fucking with, right?
Yeah.
It's more tribal.
Or fraternal.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hey, we see fucking with y'all. We got into something we wasn't gonna be talking about. But you know what? The philosophy.
That's because all you smart brain motherfuckers.
That's your fault,
That's why I
Red.
watch Philosophy Show. Because I learned shit. Y'all some smart motherfuckers.
Hey, I fuck with you, bro. Hey, this is
Our
what we do.
Reds need to tell stories. Him and Yucca being. I saw them 2 stories y'all last told, Jack.
I'm like,
the son, man. Oh, you ain't.
Oh, man, you ain't heard nothing yet. We got a whole 6 months left.
Brother, that was a cold one there. I was like, hell no.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Man,
Y'all didn't see that on Louis Wood Radio, that Louis Wood or Louis Wood.
Woo! Check
He
that
made
out.
me, hey, I had to act that out for you, Red. I was like, bro, if that would have happened to me, I would have cried. I would have made my son feel so bad because I couldn't, me being who I am today, I couldn't have beat his ass. 17, I couldn't have beat his ass.
Right.
You know, and I'm saying this trying to think logically. I don't know if I would or not. But just that happening, and it's my son, bro, in my bed.
Shocker, bro.
Oh, I would have lost it.
Seeing it.
I would have lost
Seeing it
it.
is beyond.
I would have lost
up.
it. I would have cried. I
Yeah.
would have let everything that would have went through my mind. I would have listened. Oh, that was you crazy, man.
Crazy as
And I'm talking that shit.
No.
I would have did the exact same thing you would have did. Every emotion that you ever had, I'm talking about laughing, crying, beating, pain.
No.
Man.
That would have hurt my heart, bro. Like that
That
probably
is
would
too
have.
shocking, man.
Man, that would have killed me, bro.
Right,
Well,
yeah,
let me not say
right,
kill me.
right.
I would have something.
Yeah.
I would have never thought what he said. That's how good
Right,
it was.
right.
Like,
Oh, wow.
I sure.
Oh, yeah, I had
Everybody
to do the setup.
Everybody was
Oh,
shook.
yeah.
Everybody
wait
was
till we
like,
go to
man, that's
break. I got to hear
fucked
what's
up, man.
going on.
yeah.
Everybody knew
When we go to break, Rez, I
Right.
got to hear what happened, man.
Man.
All right, bro.
Oh, yeah, it was a good story. I had to set them up.
Well, see,
They thought they knew what they was talking about.
When we going.
They know. I've been reading stuff lately. I'm trying to get better at this shit.
Man.
I'm not sorry.
That was A1 right there, Jack.
Hey, let's go ahead and get to this break because we already at 3:15. We got a
Oh, yes,
lot to talk about, and then we got to get to straight out the book with Daddy Rich.
Yeah.
Before I go, man, I got this quote. I can't say this guy's name. I'm sorry, but I don't want to butcher it. But it's a quote on free will. It says, "Life is like a game of cards. The hand you are dealt is determinism." I think I was hitting on that.
Yeah,
The way
we
you
did.
play it is free will. Yeah, I like that.
That's dope.
That was dope. All right, so the world is the cards, and how we act in the world is our free will. I like
Man,
it.
You broke that down.
Y'all some
We
hard
got to
motherfuckers.
it, baby. We got to it.
All day, every day. Hey, we'll
That's
be
straightforward you can get.
all day. Hey, we'll be right back.
You know what I mean? Ain't that the way you heard me at that wedding? When we met at Tina and Rouse's, young nigga. Takes us back about 40 years, huh? Yeah. Shout out to Danny Green. Focus on cash flow. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. This photo opportunity. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. A photo opportunity. Learned it on third. And I'll teach your ass. Already him. Just to teach your ass. Hippie, hello. Now five the reefer. Mexicans call me Mota. Mama screams out Jesus. Now cut this shit. This reality inspired. Kanye West string a bell through the wire. What? Retro to get this shit right now. Black Andy Reid called the show from out of bounds. Hootie hoo my ass. This shit lit. In high school, daydreamed about nights like this. Welcome to Bowling Green. We do fun so proper. Drank so much vodka. Don't fuck with cold water. Hold up, yeah. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. This photo opportunity. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. A photo opportunity. Got the pacing of a Don. Memory of a con. Known on the L for selling that bomb. Knows that know me, regard me a hustler. Used to whip it till it was butter and hand it to their mother. Con little sister, scam little brother. On Browns Lock Road, all in the day of a hustler. Name Vito, I represent struggle. But you struggle from where I'm from, one day you gon' hustle. And if your hustle is pretty, what you have is double. And after you double is perfected, that is I withstood some sad shit. Sold real BBC on Craigslist. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. This photo opportunity. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Hold up. Plugs don't take pictures. Here. This a photo opportunity. Look here. A photo opportunity.
Jump out the whip. That's clean enough to pull your mama. Black on black 44. Call it Barack Obama. I see them watching. They watch me, but they can't see me. Well respected like Trump, but my move's not sleazy. Take it easy, baby. No evidence. Just put your lips on my print. I might pay your rent. I like counting bread. Love when that dough rise. Hit it to the top of the South to holler at my guy. King of the bluegrass. May whoop your blue black. If I stack slacks, so come correct. Don't mind the pit bull pistol or my queen, mister. Put the cameras away. Plugs don't take pictures.
I forgot what Yucca is.
All right.
Philosophy with the council. And Raz, you fucked up for that story.
Go ahead.
Man,
Straight out the book before
we got 6 months left.
So, this segment is called Straight Out the Book. I'm your man, Daddy Rich. You know what I want to do today since it's the 8th month, and 8 is the number of new beginnings. So this is where I want to start in this great 8th month of August. I have for you today 2 Corinthians 5:17, New International Version, and it reads as thus: Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, The new creation has come. The old has gone. The new is here.
Man.
Whatever you tried to do last month, last year, 10 years ago, it didn't work. I implore you, try it again this month. It's the month of new beginnings. 8 is the number of new beginnings.
All day. That's crazy. 8/4/2024. We just been happy. This been a good year, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on, Raz. Can you hear us, Raz? I think I had.
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. But
it ain't even over yet.
It ain't even over yet. So.
And next year.
Well, we gon' did you want to say anything more about what you said? You got anything to say about that?
This the month of new beginnings. The number 8.
Raz.
Ready to see what's coming.
Yes, sir.
All right. I see y'all focus.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, y'all already know, man. I've been working.
Hey, you said new beginnings, right? Focus.
Hey, super focused, man. So, like we say every time around this time, man, it's an election year. So, we got to do our duty, being in podcasting and being, information. I be trying to put out a little information to awaken some of the people. If you want to find it, if you don't want to find it. But when I started off this election year, I was in dire it was crazy. Now that the vice president is running now, I feel a lot more better. I don't think that we're out the woodworks. And when I'm talking about what I'm talking about, I'm just talking about one thing: democracy versus whatever the fuck Donald Trump on. That's just one thing. We're in a better situation now than we was before when my boy, I fuck with you, Biden. I'm gonna give you your props, fam, because you could have tried to hold on with your dignified old self. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, but you did the right thing for the country. With that being said, I want to start off with something with Joe Biden, because he actually, as president, I know a lot of people don't really be tripping off what presidents do for real. They really going off of what everybody's saying, but he actually did some work. Where is that? There we go. He did some work this week, and I just want to outline it a little bit. And then at the end, listen to what this reporter asked him, and then his answer to that question. All right, hold on.
Their brutal ordeal is over, and they're free. Moments ago, the families and I were able to speak to them on the telephone from the Oval Office. They're out of Russia. Earlier today, they were flown to Turkey, and soon they'll be wheels up on their way home to see their families. This is an incredible relief for all the family members gathered here. It's a relief to the friends and colleagues all across the country who've been praying for this day for a long time. The deal that made this possible was a feat of diplomacy and friendship. Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request, and I personally thank them all again. This deal would not have been made possible without our allies. Germany, Poland, Slovenia, Norway, and Turkey, they all stepped up, and they stood with us. They stood with us. And they made bold and brave decisions, released prisoners being held in their countries who were justifiably being held, and provided logistical support to get the Americans home. So for anyone who questions whether allies matter, they do. They matter. And today is a powerful example of why it's vital to have friends in this world.
Are you speaking with Erdogan or any of the leaders about this?
Say that again?
Are you speaking with President Erdogan or other leaders about this?
Yes, I've spoken to all the leaders about this.
What did you say? How do you
And
feel
by the
so
way,
far?
as a father, look, you heard me say this before, and I mean it. My dad had a simple proposition. Family is the beginning, the middle, and the end. Blood of my blood, bone of my bone. I can think of nothing more consequential. I mean it sincerely. And having lost family, not a different way, and not knowing what's happening, the circumstance when they're accidental, the health, it matters.
Mr. President, what did Germany ask for in response for their cooperation?
Nothing.
President
President Trump has said repeatedly that he could have gotten the hostages out without giving anything in exchange. What do you say to that? What do you say to President Trump now, former president?
Why didn't he do it when he was president?
Sir, what a chance.
All right, so let me break down that a little bit. He just got some unjustly prison people that was Americans that was in Russia jail. If people were watching, Biden don't fuck with Russia. Trump do. Trump do fuck with Russia. So if you want to talk about foreign affairs and talk about all this shit, why is it needed and all that, that's why it's needed. Y'all don't trip off that when you go to other countries, or they're American friendly, motherfucker. That's what you call foreign affairs. So if you get locked up unjustly, you know who's supposed to get you out? I'm just saying, you can't get me out of that jail, can you?
Nah, hell no.
Daddy Rich, can you bail me out of, I'm just asking.
Not unless you downtown in the Justo. I got you, Tweezy, if you're in the Justo, bro.
Hey, so, and I know this is just a piece, but these are, you don't think that family was grateful that happened?
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of how you feel about it, how we feel about it. We ain't never been in that type of situation. You know what I'm
Get your
saying?
family members back, man. That's a weight up off you.
And that's a president thinking about that situation that could have been like what she asked Trump at. Trump said he could have did it, why he didn't do it on his presidency then.
We asked that question at the last podcast. Well, why didn't he do that? He said, when I get in there my first 100 days, I'm getting those hostages back from Russia. Why didn't you do it when you was in there?
First 100 days.
Man!
You trying to get another bid.
Yeah. Man.
That's con order shit. You was in there. Why didn't you do it then?
He wasn't tripping off that shit. He wanted to pardon people that already was out of jail. Like, hey, dog, this dude, he pardoned Lil Wayne. Shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up! He pardoned Lil Wayne? Man, come on, man. Stop playing with me. He wasn't even in jail.
Is that they go?
He just pardoned the crime in New York. Shut up, bro.
Oh,
like that was, he pardoned? Shut up, man. Anyway, I fuck with you though, Lil Weezy. All right.
Weezy was happy.
There, I guess.
Can I add a couple things to that?
Go ahead, brother.
Now, a lot of people, I mean, if y'all been watching it, a lot of people are going to say stuff like, okay, since he negotiated them to come over to free our people, and we had to get him some people. Now, when he talk about allies, Germany didn't want to do shit. Like, they didn't want to do shit, because we had to get one of them prisoners. I mean, we had to get them to give up one of their prisoners. They didn't want to do shit, but they did.
But they did it.
Now, what they're going to say is that opened up more kidnappings. So, what I say to that is, if you go in Russia, you're going to get kidnapped anyway. Keep your ass in Russia.
Well, they not even a friendly country if that's not for
So why, right. So why go over there? I kidnapped your dumb ass too. Oh, y'all know we don't like y'all. You know what? I'm gonna put a pound of weed on you. Let's go.
I ain't fucking. Why would I want to go to Russia?
Man.
Unless, like I like Brittany Griner. That's probably the only way I would be over there if I was on some Brittany Griner shit.
Right, she was on business.
Yeah.
Right.
But shit, we should have, what you call it, when you go to another country, you're supposed to have certain rights if it's within a working corporate type of situation.
What is it, diplomatic immunity?
Something like that.
Is it diplomatic?
I don't know if it's exactly that, but it's something like that. Like, you shouldn't be, you are covered by something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. But then that takes people, when they go to these different countries, just to study the laws and find out what's really going over there. They have to understand one thing: that's not America.
Yeah.
Laws are different. Shit different. You got to pay attention. Who don't like America?
Americans who don't give a boy.
You got to pay attention.
That's what I'm saying.
They go over there with an attitude that they,
privilege.
Foreign affairs matters when you stuck up motherfuckers go somewhere thinking it's like America, and it ain't.
Y'all remember that little cat who got caned over there?
Man.
Yeah.
20 lashes.
I know it's I got some homies, some older homies, bros that be going to places, and they, they more international. You know what I'm saying? They like us straight G nigga motherfuckers, but they straight in Philadelphia. I mean, I say Philadelphia. The Philippines, Indonesia, DR, the Dominican Republic, all in the little hoods fucking doing what they do. So, a lot of this stuff, man, you just got to know how to act. Like, if you on some tourist shit, tourist equals sucker. Wherever you go.
Finger licking like this chicken. Finger licking.
That's why we do need to have more foreign policies and know that it's foreign. If you want to go somewhere, you have to know the culture. Because these motherfuckers will get you. Why go to Russia as an American? Unless you a MAGA Trump supporter or something like that.
They don't care about nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They make it seem like it.
Yeah, I don't have no reason to go there.
Yeah. So, and my thing is, I also got to look from the other side also. Is that really what's going on in Russia? I ain't been there. I don't know. I don't. I can be honest.
True that.
I ain't been there.
You don't hear too much about what goes on over there.
Yeah, we just heard the politics of it pretty much. That's it.
They say they don't like us in Japan, but they want us to come over there and repopulate them. But that's something else.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, but we're going to stick on here, man. What it said? Oh, yeah. I got to start off with this one, man. Because they gave my boy Biden so much motherfucking bad publicity, and it was on MSNBC and all. Everybody was fucking them up. That's when but I give them their props though. I like that. At least all of them did. It was no biasness. They was beating my boy ass. Mm-hmm. They were beating my boy ass. That's why I give him his props. He took that ass whooping and turned that shit around. Kudos, 81-year-old man. I give you your props, brother. Real talk. Because they was on your ass. Boy, they was on his ass. But now I'm finna be on Donald Trump ass because now you are the old motherfucker in the game.
OG.
Right. And you didn't give him no slack. Right. So I'm not going to give you no slack because you the old one now. But
the NBAJ didn't either.
Ooh, I got something for that too, bro. But I want to start off soft with, it's one thing when, somebody from your family talks about you, So I got somebody from Donald Trump family who got something to say about Donald Trump.
Believe in policy over politics.
Yeah.
And without question, Kamala Harris's policies are what I get behind. So I will be voting for Kamala Harris. And if I'm asked, I will campaign for her without hesitation.
His uncle was elected president. Fred Trump says he saw an opportunity to advocate for the disabled.
I was in the Oval Office 12 times and that was our mission, to advocate for people with complex disabilities. It culminated in May of 2020 in the Oval Office. Donald was there, and he was very gracious. Several other folks were there, including the group that we brought down. We dispersed. I was asked to go back and see Donald. He greeted me with his familiar, "Hey, pal, how's it going?" We sat down for a bit. And he just came out with, these people, all the expenses, they should just die. He's talking about human beings who have complex issues. And the first thing he could say was, they should just die.
Fred claims this wasn't isolated, describing a phone call to alert his uncle the medical fund set up by the family for his son William was running low, a fund he says the former president consistently replenished.
A couple of years ago, I called him. I said, "Donald, the fund's running out." And without hesitation, he said, "Your son doesn't recognize you. Let him die and move to Florida."
Were you surprised?
It's a great question. My response was, "No, Donald, he does recognize me," and said, "I'll thanks," and hung up. Thanks, and hung up.
Nigga, this is your family you talking about. And I'm sorry I used that word, but fuck. I can't.
No, you picked the right word.
Man, my thing is, how do you? I get having differences, but we all have to understand. To me, I don't know. I'm just talking, but if you don't have a democracy, look who the fuck we finna have running the fucking country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the quarrels against a certain candidate and the obviousness of this candidate kind of outweighs anything, unless they, I don't know. I'm not saying nothing I haven't seen anything that the vice president has presented that's been bad yet. Not from, looking at our policies and all that. As a prosecutor, I could do some discrepancies, but she's a prosecutor. Right. I mean, come on.
What you expect from a prosecutor?
I'm just saying, as a senator, she was pretty. I mean, California is a pretty liberal state, so of course she's going to do for her constituents. That's obvious. So all I see is a qualified woman. She was behind one of the best vice presidents to me. I mean, she was behind one of the presidents, saved us from COVID, got the economy back up, and then fucks with people of color.
Right.
Fucks with people that look like us.
Look like us.
So, on the other side, I'm not seeing that. And I'm finna show you, before, I'm gonna get right back we're gonna get some talking, because I know y'all definitely want to see this, if you haven't seen it. Hold on, where we at? Let me get this up.
That man was talking like that money was coming out of his personal account.
Man, you hear me?
Yeah.
Like, dude.
About his own family.
About his own family, bro.
Makes my skin
Stop it,
boil, bro.
And these stories, these are not the only type of stories that's been said about people who talked about Trump. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But let's see it in real action. Let's see it in real action. Because this was recent.
You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, Now that you are asking black supporters to vote for you, why should black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner, a first question. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for black workers and black entrepreneurs. I've done so much. I will tell you that coming from the border are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs. You had the best.
What exactly is a black job, sir?
A black job is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job.
All right.
That has a job.
All right.
Okay. Hold on.
Boy, your timing is impeccable.
This dude. Hey,
now
the whole thing, that's what he did. So what y'all see was what he did the whole thing. Dodged the question.
My bad. Say that again, Raz. You wasn't turned up.
My bad. What y'all just seen here, if y'all ain't see the whole thing, you ain't missed shit. This is what he did the whole time. Was dodge the question.
Man.
That's what he known for.
So,
man, that's all he do.
So now listen. All these motherfuckers, this is the only thing I'm pointing out to the people who I fuck with. If you don't vote, I'm not talking to you. If you don't vote, you had that right. But I'm talking about people who talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you truly talking about it and you truly gonna go out and vote, like in Missouri for the real nationwide, I don't know if it'll be close or not. Normally, Missouri gonna go to Trump. I think Missouri gonna go to Trump.
They Republican.
Yeah, that's normally. Me wishing that would only be wishing. It's never happened. I think we did have a Democratic governor before, though. You know what I'm saying? So
we did.
So that I don't know how that worked. You know what I'm saying? So.
Still the electoral votes that come from us, they always go Republican.
True that, and that's true. So my thing is, I'm not really, I do say vote, but at the same time, I'm talking nationwide. People in Illinois, it do matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't, just because it don't matter here, so-called, you know what I'm saying, nationally, don't mean it don't matter in these other swing states. You know what I'm saying? It really does matter. They shouldn't see us depleted and don't care just because our vote might not affect the electorate like they vote will. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's easy to be like, fuck Kamala, fuck her, and da-da-da-da-da, when you feel your vote don't fucking count for real. You know what I'm saying? But don't fall into that. This shit matters. If we didn't have what we had, we wouldn't be here. I didn't think we was gonna. After a while, I kind of figured it was. So I'm like, why wouldn't it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See the days. I ain't gonna lie.
We get to blow legally, dog. That's government shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a different eyesight now. You know what I'm saying? Trump ain't tripping off that type. Listen to him. He don't even, bro. Anyway, let's do this one. I got a couple of clips. I ain't getting off your ass, Trump. I ain't getting off your ass.
Trump up and eat another piece of chicken. Take them black jobs.
Man, let me.
Trump want us to like him like we like Big Meat.
Man, fuck, boy. You so
I'm serious. I'm for real. That's why he mocked the shit out of us.
We'll see, though. Listen, let me see. Hopefully this the right one. Hold on.
Joining me now, Democratic strategist and former advisor to the Obama campaign, Amisha Cross, and Brendan Buck, MSNBC political analyst who previously served as press secretary to former VP candidate Paul Ryan. Good to see you two. Amisha, you first, because you were in the room for Trump's interview. First, tell us about the real-time reaction to it and explain why you posted on social media that it was a mistake for the conference to have Trump do this event. And what do you say to those who are saying, look, it was good to expose him for who he is?
Well, first off, thanks for having me. From being in the room, I can say this. There were gasps. There were audible jeers at some of his commentaries, specifically when he attacked the vice president about her race. This is a room that is 98% black. Trump is used to speaking to rooms that are 98% white. So to walk into that room and to insult black people, to attack a black journalist and her network at the same time, and to have had such a stall. We're talking it was over an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. And I was sitting there hearing NABJ officials talk about how they were planning on releasing a statement, having that conversation with those of us who were in attendance, because many of us had been sitting in that room for 3 hours waiting for him to take the stage. And there was no conversation around when it would happen. But what we found out was that from the whispers in the room from NABJ officials, that it was he did not want to be live fact checked in any way, and that he was not going to take the stage if that was going to happen. So from start, it was rough and tumble. And within 30 seconds of the first question, which was literally a conversation that was basically a rundown of all the things that he said about black journalists, all the quotes that they have essentially around some of the negativity that he has targeted, specifically black women journalists, in addition to black run cities and cities that are predominantly black. All of these things that have made black people not necessarily even give a Republican ticket a second look, because they recognize that the racism and vitriol that's coming from Donald Trump is real. And he didn't want to answer to his own quotes. And the way that aggression came out within the first 20 seconds of him being asked that question, people started walking out of the room, literally. And the only reason I think we didn't have more that actually did was because there were some jeers back and forth, but the Secret Service was there to stop people from getting loud and rambunctious as well. In addition to that, be mindful, this is a journalism conference. So many of these individuals, they are being mindful of their employers and trying not to do anything that could instigate them not having a job the next day. But the questions and the comments in the room were largely around, one, why is he here at all? This is a journalism conference that has a theme of fighting disinformation. You have disinformation in chief speaking right now. I was in a row that was ahead of a student group. Those student journalists who are still in college were questioning why we have a disinformation theme and we have the king of disinformation up on the stage. It just didn't gel well at all, especially in a city like Chicago that Donald Trump has had nothing good to say about since before he ran for elected office. And again, in a room full of people that he does not speak to, his comments were not for a black audience at all. They were for the audience that he consistently talks to regularly, and he just wanted to insult black people at the same time.
I think the plan was built around, this was a campaign that said they were going to get a historic number of black votes this election, and they were going to completely change the coalition. And I think they went there because they thought that this would be an opportunity to do that. I think they went and did this when they thought they were still running against Joe Biden. He showed who he truly is, and so I don't think that was successful and all. And once he was challenged, he reverted to the same old Donald Trump, which is why I respectfully just completely disagree that he should not have had that platform. If you only allow Donald Trump to be heard in set speeches where he says, things that are on a teleprompter and only speaks to his preferred audience in Fox News interviews, the rest of the country isn't going to see who he really is. I think asking him questions and showing his true self is exactly what we should have. And I think we need to respect people enough to understand that they can know when he's lying. It's not a secret that Donald Trump is a liar. We give people this, we try to protect them so much. I think when you show them who he is, that was a disaster of an event.
So Amisha, to you, though, the same thing about the campaign. They know who he is. They knew this would be an environment that he's not necessarily comfortable with. Why did they let him do this? I mean, I know the big picture that Brendan's making. Cool. But the campaign, really? They said green light this.
They know who he is, and they were playing to the MAGA war room base. Donald Trump likes to talk about black people in front of white audiences. He does not make a habit of talking about black people in front of black audiences. And he used the MAGA greatest hits when he walked up on that stage. But to counter something Brendan said a moment ago, this wasn't something that was decided when Joe Biden was still at the top of the ticket for the Democratic nominee. This was actually decided 2 days before NABJ started. Donald Trump had been invited months ago, and he had never said yes to it at all. He made that decision 2 months before, and all of the membership, we all got an email 2 nights before we were to fly to Chicago for NABJ to start. So this is not something that was planned really in advance. This is something that was planned because he saw that it was the day after he made the comments, the day after the big Atlanta event for Kamala Harris. He wanted to wipe her out of the news. He also wanted to wipe out all of the commentary around his own vice presidential nominee, who had all of the single cat lady comments that were running around. He wanted to create a different news cycle and a different conversation. This is not something that his campaign had always been planning to do. They have been invited to NABJ every time that he has been the Republican nominee. He has said no every single time. This is the only time he came, and he only decided to come at the very last minute. Said no every single time. This is the only time he came, and he only decided to come at the very last minute.
That's crazy. He thought that was a good idea, though.
Man,
what he thought he was going to come around and do?
Man.
You keep saying no.
Bro.
Jackass.
So this is y'all candidate. This who y'all talking about and hating on this woman when this is what we. It's lopsided. It's lopsided, bro. So the first thing that I heard that she said, he didn't want to be fact checked.
Oh man, he never do. He never do.
That means you playing online,
right? And love it. This guy.
You know, he start off like dude said. It's no surprise that this dude's a liar. He always say everything is the most biggest, the greatest, the most wonderful, never been done before. I'm the first to do it.
Boy, you sound just like
always do that.
Always.
And I'm like, when is people gonna realize this is just how he talk, man? He don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he like
point,
that dude.
Right.
He like that dude who come up in your spot, talk a lot of shit, and you know he ain't doing none of the shit he talking about.
No, ain't even tripping off of you just sitting there like. Yeah, all right, yeah, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Say truth don't exist in his world.
And the shame of it that is actually people out here that believe that it's like
they don't, man. They don't believe that.
No, it's
they just racist and they rolling with it.
You gotta keep the con going.
I'm telling you, they just racist as fuck. They know the agenda. They know the assignment. And they just roll with it.
Hey.
Trust me, them racist motherfuckers, when they look at that shit, they're like, why you say that? You didn't fuck it up. Come on, man. I'm still voting for you, but quit fucking it up. For real. Straight up. Them racist motherfuckers know he's fucking up, a liar, all that shit. They just know the assignment.
Damn. So that's why I'm trying to stay on the assignment.
Yeah.
You
dig?
dig?
You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
You dig?
Yeah. The appeal that anybody.
Well, wait a minute.
Make a Democrat switch to Republican. I don't understand the appeal.
Well, let me ask this with you, Raz, because this is a question I got for you. What about the black people?
What you mean?
I'm talking about Raz with what he was saying. He's saying the racist for the white people. What about these black people?
Ain't nobody being racist against him. That's that mockery stuff. See, like I said before, they want us to love him like he big picture some motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? So he used all those tactics. They being racist against me. Oh, these are racist questions. You dig? Man, nobody being racist against that, man. Not at all. Now, for the black people that want to vote for Trump, I don't know what's wrong with them, but let's help y'all understand something. When he gave that money to HBCU, guess what? Spelman is not named after a black lady? You don't know these things.
Truth. Right.
Do we know half of them damn colleges is still named after slave owners? But anyway.
Truth.
Right.
All right, he gave us money.
Well,
He gave y'all a little bit of money.
Biden gave
Y'all
us some
souped
money
up.
too.
And he used that shit as, yeah, I'm looking out for black people. And y'all go for that shit because, go ahead. Well, last thing I'm going to say, y'all go for that shit because all y'all say is y'all going to vote for Trump for some money. Go ahead.
And that's usually what I heard, is that everybody, like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I had a good year when Trump was in office. Now, do I accredit that to Trump? No. You know what I'm saying? That's a big major question on the side note that I want to know. What has a president done that has affected your life directly?
For real.
But you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is, like, I don't see what make you think he finna do anything to let money out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't do that. That's not what happened. Stimulus checks was a fluke thing that happened.
I guess that 1,200 bought them.
Man.
Tell them again.
They hoping for another 1,200 or something.
You that desperate? And
That's
we was
desperate.
Yep.
And we talking about free will. You know, taxes only come around once a year.
You don't realize, yes, they gave you 1,200. That's what he coming back for.
To get it.
You hear me?
To recoup it. You retarded.
You owe him.
Coming back for 24. Gave you 12. He's coming back for 24.
Now, you
I feel kind of smart around y'all now. I feel saying that.
Bro.
Hey, that nigga come back for 24 and 24 and he done gave you 12.
Man. And then gonna laugh at it, then take some of your rights.
Man.
Then put his face on some money. That's what type of guy he is.
Yeah, it's all about him, man.
And like they said, I'm going to be completely real and say, all you people that believe that Trump love hollering about these people coming in, the Mexicans coming in, taking jobs and all of that, if you really think that that's going to stop,
man,
you have no idea how this country runs.
Oh, my God.
If you, because I'm going to just put it to you like this. If he can stop the Mexicans from coming in, he can stop drugs from coming in this country.
And both he's not going to do.
Let me add one more thing on that bomb.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know why we ain't got the Harriet Tubman bill? Somebody please tell them.
Trump.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, you so fucking right.
Okay.
Oh, this lame ass dude. I forgot about that.
Hey, that's why you got me here, Tweezy.
Bro.
That's why you got me here, my brother.
I think he always hated black queens, bro. And let's get on there before I go to this next one, because this is a good lead way into this. Man. And then they talked about, oh, thank you, bro. But they talked about Megan.
Hey, you heard me? Come on,
I guess
man.
they don't. Did they not see that?
Man.
I guess no. I guess y'all want to give Mr. For all y'all. I'm giving this to y'all until you get your minds right. Y'all doing this for Trump? Y'all talking about Megan Thee Stallion and he had Amber Rose?
Right.
Hey,
what?
Hey, Tweezy, what I tell you about Amber Rose? No time in the history of hip hop is a whore going to represent me.
That's all.
And for the black people who come up with this, I'm going to vote for Trump and this, and they condemning Kamala Harris, they're doing that for shock value and social media.
Yeah, I can understand.
Because they can't tell you none of the issues he running on.
I can understand not liking her, but I cannot understand how that could sway your vote.
Right.
Just flat out. Yeah, you know, that don't make any sense. That's like saying you in the fields and shit, and you got a motherfucker that's finna free your ass, but you don't like it because they, you know what I'm saying? You don't like him because he fucking with a white chick or something like that.
Right,
so
right.
I'm going to stay a slave. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Wait till this motherfucker come along and say, what?
Exactly.
What?
And I'm glad you brought that up because my thing with that is, shut the fuck up. Look, this is the story of America for people who look like us. We never thought it would ever happen. Black president, bow. Who was behind them? Biden. Now, in a desperate time to save democracy, the president who put or helped Barack get in there just catapulted the queen. Bingo! So we done got a black king in that motherfucker symbolizing. Now we finna have the first black queen. I don't hear too many white women getting mad because it wasn't them first.
And I was just finna say that too.
I
was just finna say that. That's an argument that's not really out there, but it's like, damn, they got the first one gonna be, you know what I'm saying? And then that's another question too, is secretly, are the women gonna sway to just be like, you know what, fuck it, we need one just on the woman tip, period. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna sway, and my thing, go ahead, Daddy Ray.
I'm with you. They gonna sway, man. Cause one thing about women, when you get to telling them what they can do with their bodies, you've already in trouble.
Up.
You fucked up.
Look how he treating. Listen, remember a while ago when I started and I told you who was winning? Yeah. And this was before any of this started to happen. Who did I say was winning?
Queens.
We, as our queens, they forgot. I ain't gonna say they forgot about us. The queens, and they did what they were supposed to do, bro. And queens that get into politics and into law, and those are a different breed of women. Oh, yeah. Remember that. Well, y'all, let me look. Remember that. Those are different breeds of women. They're not the same as women that you might have on the side of you. So quit trying to compare that to these women that's doing something totally different.
Power moves, yeah.
It's not for the weak. Regardless of what y'all talking all that shit like y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. That shit, being a vice president, running for president against a rapist who don't give a fuck about females for real. Let it be known. You saw it. We saw it. Known rapist.
Hey man, she don't know nothing about
all
this shit.
Sororities, man. These sororities.
Right.
It ain't regular old, as you say, it ain't regular old women that join the sororities, man. These are ambitious queens.
Talk to them.
Strong, intelligent queens. They powerful, and the old adages is strength in numbers, and they finna show them numbers.
They been showing it. We hit it in St. Louis.
Yeah.
They hit the women was the most entrepreneurs in St. Louis. I believe that was a statistic. We see it in the rap. So I need to address this live too, because motherfucker was mad because Megan Thee Stallion was so-called representing all the females in the world, I guess. And I'm like, first of all, I congratulate them for picking Megan Thee Stallion because it lets me know that you're tapped in. That's number one.
I think that was the strategy.
Right. Why wouldn't that be a strategy?
Right.
Regardless of how men feel that she talks about men. Get off you. She ain't talking about me. I never thought she was talking about me, but she hard as fuck on it. She can rap.
Right. I keep hearing that she turned it into a hoe session. Like, that's what they saying, that it's hoes for Harris now instead of the, I'm like.
Come on.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all what Megan Thee Stallion is?
Go ahead, Raz, please.
Let me tell y'all what Megan Thee Stallion is. Megan Thee Stallion is that one stripper, right? Her music, so her music is a stripper, right? But she's going to college,
right?
So she's using stripper money to pay for a college, and to graduate, have a degree in college. Just the stripping, still paying out there. And when I retire, off of stripping, I'm going to go right into my major. And I'm already up there with Miss Harris. I'm going to be good. Anyway, that's who she is.
You know
it's the difference, ladies. The only hood rat that's hating on Kamala is just girls that hate on girls anyway.
Damn.
You know
that's it.
That's real talk.
And you heard, I ain't say women. I ain't say queen. I ain't say lady. I ain't even say bitch. I said hood rats. Are the only ones, because that's what hood rats do. Hate on other chicks, especially when another chick, doing bad or whatever. They hate on them. They're not the one hating them. Y'all stop that. Yeah,
please.
It's gonna be all right, Rat. Y'all can control your body. See? Think about that.
All right, Rat.
Think about democracy. Don't forget about that. We can't. We can't ease up off of. There is something that's actually in stake right now. You know what I'm saying? There's something at stake. I'm still on that shit because it could easily, one false move with how we see how everybody can switch and hear one part of the news and switch this way and switch that way. We got to understand that some people are listening to you. They're trying to win your vote for real. People are really trying to win your vote. You know what I'm saying? Look behind their policies. Look behind what the fuck Kamala doing too. Look at her shit. Check out her qualifications. You know what I'm saying? And put them up against Trump's. And make a valid choice. Please. That's all I'm asking y'all. Do that. Don't go off of memes. You know what I'm saying? Don't go off of reels. If it's a picture out, find that picture and see what that picture linked to. If it's a report, you know what I'm saying? Look it up. Like, just don't look at it. I had somebody come to me like, man, they got her looking like she eating chicken and fried chicken. I said, let me see the picture. I look at the picture. I say, find the picture. She looked it up again. I go to the article. You know what I'm saying? I read the article. She ain't even eating chicken. So stop falling. Don't let them. Social media is made to make you emotional.
Right.
It makes you tick.
Right.
It makes you. I had to stop doing this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I peeped it. I'm like, okay. And I went and looked up what social media do to your mind.
Right.
And it is true. It's true.
That's because it's opinionated and people will take it as solid information when you don't realize somebody just doctored this together being funny. And you thought this was real.
And thought it was and think it's real.
And that's what it is.
And they react off it. Like with the one with her having her ass like she was like a stripper. Yeah. Motherfuckers was feeling it like damn and like on there. I'm like, huh? Like, man, see, now I see what they mean. By the tactics. Just fucking them up like shit, dog.
And people like it.
And people like it, and that's what they'll repeat it like, man, she in there shaking her ass. Yeah, Kamala did like what? Man. Y'all crazy, man.
All out of content. And I just want to add the layer to what Megan Thee Stallion represented at the time. Trump goes and get Amber Rose. So, of course, Kamala has to go get the #1 female hip-hop artist in the world, Craig.
Come on.
And a following.
Let's go.
But I mean, that's what it was about.
Strategy.
Flat out, right?
I thought it was a great thing.
Yeah,
Hey,
get the young.
And I'm going to say, had he went and got Megan, she would have had to go get Beyonce.
Yeah.
Because it's chess, not
Or
checkers.
Taylor
And
Swift.
it's strategy.
Man.
It's strategy.
Man, that's what he should have did.
It's strategy.
Yeah, no, he can't get Taylor Swift.
See,
You don't
he
You know,
fuck
it's
with him.
strategy.
That's what he should- that
and
was
you know,
should've
they
did.
really
That's
playing chess
beast
right
move.
now.
That would have been.
That'd have been a beast move.
I still like what she did, man.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I
it was
get
still-
it though.
right,
You can. But my thing is, you can dissect it, and after it's done, you can dissect it and make it look like however you want to look like. But I thought it was a great strategic move because they are representing black women, regardless of y'all don't like her. She is black, regardless of why is we even questioning that is weird to me. It's just weird to me.
That's that William Lynch stuff, man.
Yeah, it's like we turned backwards now. We are it was white people who was criticizing us like we're criticizing each other today. That's what I'm seeing now.
It's propaganda, man. It's all
Yeah.
It's a slave mentality, man. That's what the William Lynch say. Put the young against the old, the light against the dark slave. That's William Lynch. He said, and this will continue for generations. And that's what we see in play out.
Yep.
The subconscious planting the seed of that William Lynch letter.
Yeah.
We watching it play
But
out.
you know, a lot of people don't really understand, like, okay, black, you know, was actually used for. And it's meant for all people of brown skin and dark skinned people. What they don't understand is they ain't did no ancestry and nothing on themselves. They can have Indian in them, and we know about that. That's some yuck man shit. I ain't gonna go deep up in that, but they ain't understand it. They don't understand that everybody that's here ain't from Africa. Then your people probably was already here. So they not really understanding the white and black concept that was meant to. That's the first thing too, to divide us right there. With black and white. They are Europeans. They not fucking white. You dig what I'm saying? So with them not understanding that, that's what they need to understand. The lady is black.
Yeah.
That's the term we use. Shit, I got Indian in me.
Yeah.
And what do y'all call me?
Black.
We all do.
Well, I don't even know. Only reason we
My
discuss
grandma.
it because of Donald Trump.
Yes.
And that show how
And that's the
racist and
game.
retarded
He did the same
it is.
thing with Obama.
Yes,
he
say
did
it
the
again.
same thing
Yeah.
with Obama. This is Trump's strategy, and anybody that listens to him, that's what I was just finna say. That's what they don't realize. There's too many people out here that has lost the common sense to understand that these people are strategists. Everything that they do is a strategy to get them to be president. You know what I'm saying? And it's strategy in putting a certain person to get the young crowd to, okay, look, we down with the young crowd. We look, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump has taken that to the level of complete fuckery and bullshit. And that's what, so he put it out there like that. Oh, he ain't black. Now you gotta have this discussion, and you forgot about policy. You don't give a fuck what he talking about. Now you talking about he is black. He's not black. You know what I'm saying? And now he like, because I said he wasn't black. And you know what I'm saying? By the time it's over, what the policy?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm for, and then he'll yell that out at the end. I'm for helping the people getting run off. You know what I'm saying? You be like, you motherfucker. You be like, this motherfucker.
Get called all confused and
Smoking
been like,
mirrors
make the
and
bird great
Right, you
again.
know what I'm saying? and you look like the one up there just yelling and shit. You ain't said nothing about policy. Yeah, you know, he full of shit, man. That's what Donald do every time. That's why they say he was avoiding the question. That's what he do. He gonna bring up some bullshit with you and run you through the thing. And he really avoiding the question. He talked himself into some more bullshit. He didn't mean to say that to that girl. He just was avoiding that question so much that he was like, that's disrespectful. He trying to say some shit and ran the goddamn.
Looking and just talking so down. And my thing, I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because that young queen that was talking and was disgusted that he even came there. At first, I didn't understand why she felt that way until I actually tripped off of how disrespectful he is to
the journalists,
black women,
yeah,
black women, and women in general, dog. Women in general, but especially for them black women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you let somebody who was criminally liable of rape. So now I gotta shake hands with a rapist. You was found guilty of defaming a woman. So now these women have to shake hands with a defamer of women. In the shit he talked, period. And he gonna act like it the way he talked down on it. He was talking, y'all, this shit ain't like this, and this a horrible tone.
That was a horrible question.
Like,
that was the most horrible question.
She didn't say hi.
That dude was something else.
Like,
man.
come on, man.
You look at women like a pimp.
Man.
You out of pocket for existence.
Man.
Like dude is really misogynistic and arrogant and all the things that you really don't want to be. But yet you want somebody to vote for you. Man, they had
he played the game.
They had a picture up of him and his mother supposedly, and the bottom read what his mother thought, and just to paraphrase at the end it said, I hope he don't run for office because of his personality and who he is. I hope one day he'll never run for office. Something to that extent is what the picture said. I was like, wow, if your own mother said that,
man, that's another thing too. Nobody is doing the research on who Donald Trump was before he ever decided to run for president, before he ever got on, got his own show, The Apprentice, before he got, when he was just a little cat running around New York. Do y'all know what this man was on and the type of shit that he was doing? And man, he was in the papers and shit all the time. He was rich and doing the craziest shit he could. You know what I'm saying? Because his daddy had
real estate and
oh man, his daddy had all that money and he was running around getting a little money and dude.
So he came from just acting a fucking snot-nosed fool.
Man, even said he
been hanging with racist motherfuckers too now. Don't forget that.
Yeah, he been a racist too. He ain't lying.
So, ain't nothing new.
And that's gonna come out. That's why he didn't want to debate it. Oh, we didn't talk about that either. But let me go ahead. I want to show the last clip so we can get into some more conversation, man. Because I gotta put the VP on. You know what I'm saying? She running. And if you haven't seen any clips from her, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna show you a clip from her, and she straight coming after Trump like we're supposed to.
You know, there are just 98 days left until Election Day. Early voting starts even sooner. And the momentum behind the Kamala Harris campaign, it shows no signs of letting up. Tonight, 10,000 Harris supporters packed into an arena in Atlanta, Georgia. The vice president was introduced by three-time Grammy winner and rap megastar Megan Thee Stallion. Vice President Harris used that moment to issue a direct challenge to Donald Trump.
The momentum in this race is shifting. And there are signs that Donald Trump is feeling it. He pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to. Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face.
In Michigan, the latest Bloomberg Morning Consult poll finds Harris leading Trump by 11 points. That is a major shift in that state. In all 6 other battleground states polled, Harris and Trump are in a statistical tie within the margin of error. Harris leads by 2 points in Arizona, Nevada, and Wisconsin. Trump leads Harris by 4 points in Pennsylvania and by 2 points in North Carolina. The candidates, they are running dead even in Georgia. For weeks, Democrats have been hammering the Trump campaign over Project 2025, the extreme policy agenda created by a conservative think tank as a blueprint for a second Trump administration. Today, the Daily Beast was first to report that the Trump campaign has officially forced that conservative think tank to part ways with an architect of Project 2025. According to that report, Trump campaign manager Chris LaCivita put the screws to mastermind Paul Dance in an effort to force him out and shut down the right-wing shop behind Project 2025. Following that reporting, the Trump campaign released a statement trying to publicly distance itself from the project, saying, quote, reports of Project 2025's demise would be greatly welcome. But if Trump really wants to cut ties with Project 2025, well, he might have to start firing people a little closer to home. A new book from the architects of Project 2025 promoting their extreme agenda is set to be released later this year. And the foreword to that new Project 2025 book was written by none other than Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance. Vance even promoted the book back when its original title was, get this, Dawn's Early Light, Burning Down Washington to Save America, with a cover image showing a match over the word Washington.
Say it to my face.
Say it to my face.
Bro.
Got
I
something
knew
to say?
that's where she was going before she said it.
Man.
You heard me?
Trump ain't
Shit, you
prepared
black.
for that. He gotta go practice
Alright.
another rope-a-dope style. He was ready for Biden. He had that style. Now he gotta go practice another rope-a-dope. He ain't ready for that.
I don't think he ready, bro.
He ain't.
Man, he not.
He gotta
ready.
go get prepared.
What he gonna do? This is my thing.
He trying to figure out what questions to slip.
So what he gonna lie about? That's what we. Yeah, that's about it. So
Man, he lost.
This is what I think they gonna do. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna try to call it and we'll see what you think, because you right. I think you correct. He got to figure out another strategy. So me knowing Trump, he can't change up the tactics, I guess. Well, he can't change up his strategy because he haven't since he been in fucking office. He got to change what he gonna lie about. That's the only way I can figure it out. Or I ain't gonna say necessarily lie, because he can take something like her prosecutor record and put percentage of how many black people she done locked up and use that type shit.
Oh, he gonna do all of that.
He gotta ruin her with the black
coming
people.
right there.
He gotta ruin her somewhere
That's
with
what
the
she
black
and
people.
that's it. Cause we the one more hooked than anybody else.
Cause if he don't,
them spin coming. It's the question of what spins out there that
Gonna
he
hurt
finna
him.
get dug up that don't nobody really know. You know what I'm saying? To see what's, you know what I'm saying, in the
Like what I think he's I don't think it's about, well, I don't think she got, like with Barack, they couldn't find nothing on Barack for real. But if you, this is my thing, if you running for vice president, if you black or any type of color, you better not be doing. You should kind of be you know what I'm saying? So it can't, she can't really, and I'm just going off of if she's smart. I'm just thinking she's a smart person, because I thought Barack could have, if he had some dirt, they would have. Obviously he didn't have no dirt. The only dirt he had was Jeremiah Wright. That's the only one that came out that could have killed him.
If it ain't nothing to dig up, she on a good coast for a
Bro.
good minute.
I'm thinking he gonna pick something alive.
Yeah,
use the same tactic he used for Barack.
He gonna set
That's
up
all he got.
He gonna
Because
set
if
up
he was
something.
smart, he would have got a black woman for his VP.
If he was smart.
If he was smart, that's the only thing he could have
That ain't-
did was
that
got
ain't
somebody black to be his VP.
That ain't
Because
permission. That ain't permission.
I know it ain't.
Hey.
I know it ain't.
Trump
but
too much.
Hey.
strategies.
Straight up.
Strategy says.
He wish he had you right now.
Today.
Even though we know he didn't and he won't.
All day.
Strategy says he should have.
He should have. But
That was
Trump
the
ain't
only
that
way that
type
he
of-
could come back When they
They
went
wanna
and got
hire you.
women after you didn't overturn Roe versus Wade and what's the affirmative action?
Yeah.
And now you looking at a black woman?
That's
Bruh,
too
she finna
easy
spank
for
that pamper. She finna spank that pamper.
That's too easy.
You
for
see, he
Trump.
pulled out the first debate.
That's
What was
too
I telling
easy.
you, Tweezy? I said, man, I'm going to get
Yep.
food like for the Super Bowl for this first debate. And what the hell did he do?
Got up
Pulled
out.
out. Because
Yep.
I couldn't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I was finna shut the house down.
They listen to that statistic, or was that really? So let's talk about this, man. What is Trump controlling the strategy?
I would say yes.
Nope.
I would say
I
yes.
think-
I
think
would
you're
say
right.
he's controlling as far as right now.
Why you don't think?
If he was, he'd have known he had to change it. I think it's strategists behind him controlling it and giving him firepower to just be him racist con artist self. I don't believe he actually have a strategy. I believe it's the strategists behind him who said, okay, we know we're going up against Biden. They done built up a what if for the what if for the what if for Biden. And now it doesn't work and it don't matter because Biden ain't the candidate. Now they have to start over from scratch to say, okay, where can we put a dent in this armor? We got this black woman. She was the VP. She's smart. We was prepared for Biden. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he got no strategy, man. I think he half cocked.
That's the strategy.
Right. I think, and I
He
would
ain't
say
got
like this,
one.
like you say, he got a team of them, but I think they do it based on the type of shit that he do. He good at that shit already. You know what I'm saying? So he do got a team help working on that, but it's still his essence. And believe that. That's him. That is his country ass. They just widen it and make all the political shit fit in there. But that is him, man. I believe that is him completely.
I think his candidacy, I believe, is him.
I think he's too stubborn to do anything else.
When he go in there as with his lawyers, he briefs his lawyers on what to do. Like they do what he tell them to do. And like with his candidacy, I don't think with him going to that black journalist thing, like I listened to both of those people say they arguments on there on why he should or why he shouldn't have been there. And it's like, I'm thinking like, I'm more leaning with what the Queen was saying, like he was appealing to the MAGA because he did not fare well there. And like, I see what you, like, why would you, I think he just went there to
be like, y'all, see how they be tripping?
Yeah, to his people.
Right.
Not to us.
Yeah.
And see, and
You
I
know
think
what I'm
that's
saying?
To pander
I think
to
to
his
follow
own
that
people.
up, that's why getting a black VP would be a bad move, and he wouldn't do it because he would lose all of those killer supporters that he got. They would be gone. They would be out of there, and then he couldn't trust the ones that he pick up just from having that black VP when you running against a black woman. You know what I'm saying? He would lose.
He'd have been fucked up
Yeah.
too. Now
So-
he could have got Haley if he would have got old girl who he was going against in the primary.
woman, period.
Yeah. I think that would have been the smartest thing. for
Yeah,
him
he
to do.
needed a woman, bro.
Yeah, now that's what he needs.
Because
how about this, y'all?
You tied to the women's rights, Roe versus Wade, and affirmative action, and now you facing down this black woman, bruh. Like you said, he needed a woman, bro, and he went and got Eddie Monster. That ain't finna work, cause boy, he looks like a Klansman.
Man, he's a goofball.
Man, he sure is.
But that's Trump.
Well,
So
how
now-
about this?
Football campaign?
What if they people do got some type of strategy or trying something, tell them something? What if he just doing what the fuck he want to do?
Right.
And that's how
Yeah, I
think
believe
is.
it. That's what I believe.
And that's why I think the strategy ain't coming from him. Cause at the end of the day, like you say, he gonna do whatever the fuck he want to do anyway.
Yeah.
You know
He
what I'm
gonna do
saying?
what the fuck he wanna do.
He gonna tell them what to do, but what strategy is that?
It's his own, his own egotistical strategy that he's been primed to do.
Bullshit 101.
Look at it, man. Like y'all talking. Go look up mental disorders in Trump. Look at it. You can see it. You just look that up. That's what it is. He's in immense power. He has immense power right now. He is the most definition of white privilege I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And they love it.
Anybody who can make the Supreme Judge trip off of presidential immunity. This never happened. This never happened. We didn't have to, we at least had morals to where we didn't have to tap that. He said, let's tap that. Let's make a decision about this, because they was so hard that they was like, hey, this is a lawful question. When it comes, can you really, I was the president, can you really hit me for these things and these are official acts? Oh, you done turn what you just did to official acts. That's good. How you do that?
Right.
Oh, official acts is what? Oh, you don't know what that is? Let the Supreme Court figure it out.
Decide what
the people that we put in there.
That's the America wordplay.
Come back down. Oh, you got immunity. Now presidents, now it's an actual situation where now Trump did that. Right. You can say that's good in a way.
Right,
but you can also done opened up the can of worms.
Because now you done gave the president power to do shit that
Now I go back to that free will you was talking about. This nigga needs a RICO charge.
He already under RICO charges, and he got that. He's so hard with what he do as far as the judge. He got that smack. Fonnie Willis. It's on back. Smack. Like the dude, that's why it's a perfect blend of somebody with power and got that narcissism in him. White privilege at its finest.
Yes.
If you can't tell that this guy can't handle himself, look how he was. I get, the nonchalantness of how you degrading this woman. I get that. I get it. But to do that in front of a lot of people, and you running for president?
Okay.
In front of all people who might whoop your ass if you didn't have secret. And you almost got shot like nigga last month, and you don't have no compassion for nothing,
bro.
That bring on his people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he doing for. So everybody be like, whoa,
any job is any job. That answer was so whack,
man. Because he knew he messed up. That's what I was saying. He was avoiding somebody. He knew he messed up. That boy,
he didn't know what the fuck to say.
You know what she should have said after that when he said any job is a black job. So is the president of the United States job a black job? Because you said any of them now. Now you got to
Hey, you on fire today. You on fire.
You know what I'm talking about?
Man, for real.
Yeah, you on fire, boy.
These boys, they coming in taking
Trump staff gonna try to hire you.
Hey, I'm with it, Raz. I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
Bro, if he wasn't too, he'd be like, nah. That's how he act.
Man, sometimes you gotta play the same game.
Smack him.
You hear me?
Hey, that Kendrick Lamar, bro. You gotta aim low.
But that's why he don't want to be in them rooms, because that's what she was doing, was playing his game.
Yeah.
And he was
I'd have asked him.
That's why I don't like this.
So if all jobs are black jobs, is the president of the United States considered a black job? Because that's what you just said.
That's what he just said.
Yeah, that's what you said.
He the Michael Phelps this way up out of that one too. He the Katie
Real quick,
Gil Ledecky right on up out of that with the president.
All jobs. Anyone who have a job.
I think he would have hit y'all with the heat. Yes, it is. It can be. But
Hey,
it won't be this time.
I ain't gonna lie. If y'all don't feel like watching Cat Williams or watching Dave Chappelle, just go on YouTube and go on the NABJ with Trump. You will laugh the whole. I ain't gonna lie, man. I laughed the whole. Dog, this dude is such a fucking clown, and I'm laughing. And this dude is racist as fuck. Look, he just dog. You have to watch it. I watched it 3 times. I ain't gonna lie. I watched it live. Then I had watched 2 more times on YouTube.
You talking about, I guess, when he went to the NABJ.
Yeah, the NABJ.
Because that was just a clip. He was just,
that shit was funny.
Oh, yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because he be tripping, man.
He be tripping, dog.
That's
Like,
true.
he goofy.
And people that relate to that because they feel like they know. We all know bullshit is like that. We all ran across people like that. And it's a lot of people that feel like they know him. He done been on TV. The way he acting is familiar because there's people out here that act like that. Like, I literally, out there in Troy, I had a person tell me that, like, defended him when he first, back in the day, when he was like, I grabbed a woman by the pussy. You know what I'm saying? I had a person be like, I mean, yeah, that's messed up to say, but I mean, how many of us guys say that when we in the, you know what I'm saying, standing around talking like guys, talking in the locker rooms, and I'm like,
I don't say that, sir.
I'm like literally grabbing by the pussy. Who do that? You know what I'm saying? What kind of Mac is that? Where you going after you do this? you heard me?
Straight to jail.
Talking like that.
Never, right?
Not in my circle.
I never had a conversation like that.
We might say, damn, they got a fat ass or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or I might smash or
And that's admiring from afar.
And if you,
exactly.
And you can't grab them from the pussy from afar.
Man.
You have to be up close.
And if you do
if you
something
in a
like
stripper
that,
club, even there you gotta be careful.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Just that.
Now,
man.
it was one incident.
You heard me? Yeah.
Don't
My
nobody
partner.
say that shit.
No, they don't say that shit.
But I'm just trying to
Go
tell you.
ahead.
But have it happen. One time, my partner, we in the club, and this little chick, but she brought that to him. So she did that, and he did that, and that's how that was, because that
was offered.
Wanted.
Yeah.
And I was
You know what I'm saying?
Consensual.
And I'm just sitting there looking and shit like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You basically
Right.
know what you're dealing with.
And
if
the
you
whole
do
conversation, this man said he was so rich that girls just fall on him, and he could just walk up to him and grab him in the pussy if he wants.
Exactly.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's on Epstein Island.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
He said that.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Yeah, he was on that island.
Yeah, he was on that
Yeah, but
island.
I mean that
I
just
just
go
walk
to show
up to
you.
him and kiss him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, really?
And that go to show you.
Everybody
right
in the
there,
room
you
with
know
him
what
high
I'm
off that
saying?
white powder, that booger sugar.
Going
Again,
nuts.
some of
Cause
that
that ain't happening in
motherfucking
regular life.
Playboy Mansion type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
And
Just the
even
type of
still,
person that
you see
he
them telling now.
is. Oh, tell it, man. Them motherfuckers trying to get some money now.
They
Them
knew
they
what
was
was going on.
voluntary. Every last one of them.
That shit crazy, bro.
Man, they voluntary like
Niggas better not
motherfucker.
be in my circle saying I'm just grabbing them in the pussy.
Man.
Nigga, get the fuck up out of here, nigga. I got a wife.
Man.
We never had no
Several
conversation
nieces.
like that.
I
I just walk around and grab them in the poochie.
No, and this your
just-
I just
president.
grab their ass.
You know what I'm saying? But like I say, and it's like, but see, I was talking with my partner, and not like I say, I ain't on no racist shit or nothing like that, but it's a lot of demographic of white rural area people where the women, no matter what, hands down, vote with their husband.
Yeah.
They'll take that disrespect and still vote with their husband.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a messed up thing.
Like
But-
keeping the peace.
Right. On the other side of that, it's a lot of them that's like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
hey, it just goes how it goes too, though. Because like we say, the voting levels are off. It's a whole bunch of complications.
True
with it.
that.
But when you boil it down to it, like you said, I don't see how anybody can vote for this man. I don't see anything he did so spectacular when he was president that would make another term sound good. And I don't see anything that he's saying or acting that would make you sway your vote from the other candidate right now. You know what I'm saying? I still would roll with Joe Biden if he was still up there, because it's like, what is this man? He's not even on presidential shit. You know what I'm saying? We got homeless out here in every state in our country, and you talking about whether this woman is black or not.
And we still don't know the issues. He hasn't said what issues he running on.
He don't never have
He
to.
just
It's Project 2025.
you did say that last time.
I'm just he's so focused on just doing him now. He don't have to worry about saying nothing about the campaign.
That's what he's saying. I'm gonna do what I did last time. That's
it.
what I'm running on.
Just vote for me.
Whatever it
to say
was
the
last
worst.
time. Yeah.
Did you hear when he said to the churches, he's like, you won't have to vote no more?
Yeah,
I heard that.
That was crazy.
And I said,
Yeah.
what the
Now
hell does
people
that
was talking
mean?
about that, and see, and I'm like, to me, I'm sorry again. The way our government is set up, man, if nobody is paying attention, ain't no way that dude gonna become a dictator. Ain't no way he would be forever a president. It would take Congress and all of them to agree with that, and which one of them is gonna agree with that? Because that take the power from them.
Who knows, though?
Who knows?
But I'm saying,
We didn't think he could
Hey,
doing
bro.
the shit he was doing.
I mean,
if he can put
But he
plants
just
in there.
said.
I mean, yeah,
He
but-
planted something.
But
saying,
once he put the
judges-
plants in there, they more powerful than
He
him. Why
already
would they
planted
take the
them.
power away from themselves?
Because they
Because they feel like they're getting something.
power.
They getting a piece of the fucking whatever.
Yeah.
clown
That's
ass
why.
But you still
His
gotta have so many
constituents-
Democrats in there.
That's
You
true,
know what
too.
I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. How
Now,
can
here's
you-
the thing.
But they lead. Republicans lead now. So
Yeah,
all he got to do
exactly.
is get rid of.
get the majority. Yeah.
One by one.
That's the Project 2020. That's the project.
Because he just
I would
told
say
us.
Project.
it's amazing.
He just told us with that statement you made, Tweezy. He just told us
that
you ain't gonna have to vote again, which means when I get in there, I'm not leaving.
he changing to
When
be
it's
a
time to
dictator.
leave.
But that's bullshit. There.
Yep.
But he's already planted a
I
lot
just
of
don't see
people.
the people like.
He's in our face
see what
and
you're saying.
overturned
Yeah.
Roe vs. Wade,
He did.
Yep.
affirmative action.
Yes.
So what's next? Project 25? If and I was researching it this week. I was watching, and I was like, oh shit, if that happened, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And the people who rolling with him ain't gonna see nothing wrong with it.
No.
Cause they would like to have his kind forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I see that, but I think I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe that would scare white people. Cause I like
It
that's-
should.
It's an un-American as a motherfucker.
It
You know what
is.
I'm
It
saying?
should.
And I think that like all them motherfuckers that's yelling American, I think that'll start scaring them because that's un-American and they communism is under dictatorship and we can't stand fucking communism, Jack. So I don't know, but like if he can pull some shit off like that.
The old ladies, look.
Bruh.
I done put the old ladies at my job on it. They ain't going for it. Cause look, we old. See, I'm 52. So, you know, us, you know, I'm dealing with like 57-year-old women and stuff like that. So, you know, we looking for, you know, the 401k that we got, but we looking for that little Social Security, right? We looking for that shit.
Damn right.
You dig what I'm saying? That shit is it's already probably gone.
Damn right.
But it's not gonna ever be back.
Right.
Then, if we working, you have to understand. This is why I never want to be a manager at no job. Because they don't get overtime. I just a regular employee, so I get all the overtime. I make more money, I can make more money than them. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I can't even do that because overtime took it. Not only that, we're gonna be extra taxed as we don't already get taxed on our check and taxed for the products that we buy as a consumer. Even house. You buy your house, you still paying what?
Tax.
So, if you're gonna put more taxes on me and take more taxes from the 1% of me, they don't get taxed, and now it's more taxes on me, how the fuck is I able to live?
Right. It's a game playing right there.
Right.
Like, I'm getting old now. I want that shit. I work for that shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I got the old people like, man, y'all old ass going, y'all think y'all back hurt now?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be looking like Biden up here waiting on some tables talking about.
Like a motherfucker. That's the
Forgot my
game.
ketchup
See
and
so
napkins.
many elderly out working now, man.
Hey, you hear me?
That shit terrible, dude.
That's why I be
That
looking,
little check
man.
ain't
Like,
shit.
you know,
You
much
silly
love.
Man, it's real. They gonna be the
Straight
forgot
up.
some.
But
Drop
see,
the motherfucking
I
fuck on
say
the
that's
floor.
one thing I do say that Trump did do that I can kind of agree with. Well, I can agree when he stopped all the jobs from being able to go out this country. When he did that, put a block on all them jobs, because that's one thing that was needed in America. We had just outsourced the shit out ourselves, and I think that shit need to come back to make sure we have our own and jobs keep going. But if you tax the shit out of us on top of that, it still don't matter because we ain't finna, the money ain't finna flow.
Then if you stealing, of course you want them jobs to stay here, so you can have something to steal from.
Well, yeah.
Right.
You
that too.
I need y'all here so I can steal from.
Right.
Boy, you on fire.
So what was it for? You know what I'm saying? He trying to wrap it in fool's gold and sell it to us, but it's for him.
Yes, sir.
Everything he's selling us is for himself.
Yeah.
He gonna benefit.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
He's been the president, so he's gonna get his severance package.
Right.
Whether he there or not, so it's all for him. It ain't for Raz and the ladies that he talking to at work, who breaking their back doing labor all day. It ain't for them, cause he talking about taxing us, but he won't tax the 1%.
Right.
Come on, man.
Why
Y'all
would you
made
do that?
$70 million last year. We just asking you to make 65 next year, and you ain't willing to get that $5 million back.
That's a greedy type of deal, though. If you, I mean, I guess free will is free will, but that's a greedy type of deal in America.
Is what they relate to.
That's what it is.
That's
what it was built off of.
That's what's wrong with the presidency right now when they start adding money to it. When the regular old Joe couldn't run for president no more.
Yeah.
Now you got people that relating to a tax bracket that the normal person ain't in. You know what I'm saying? So when they up there, they like, oh, well, I could put this on me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they feeling. I could put this on me, or I can put this on the other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, greed, get that money, and that greed start conflicting. But Donald Trump, we know who he is.
Oh,
so
man, that's his mission off the top. When I get out of here, I'm most definitely ain't gonna pay taxes.
Yeah.
Like,
the greed is the driving force.
Man,
to keep rich and po.
So, hey, tax them motherfucking rich motherfuckers. But,
hey,
excuse me. But what I'm going to say is, fuck Donald Trump.
Hey, man.
First and foremost.
That's number one. Kamala, we got your back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We for the fight for democracy. I understand why Joe Biden bowed out, so I'm going to give him his respect by understanding that it's still a fight going on. It was looking dire, you know. It was a smooth move, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. I think you put up the best candidate to go against Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Democratic Party for having them back. Prosecutor against the criminal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That should make for good TV, good reality TV.
Good for reality TV. And my thing is, I'm loving the media. I'm loving that people they are using the internet, even though some of the shit is fucking us around. I'm glad that they are tapped in because these are new days now. You know, just like you said, this is the beginning of something new now. This is new. Some of these ways, traditions, we can keep. I ain't knocking on none of that. But we are not oppressed by slavery tactics like back in the days no more. We are. Social media is fucking us up. You know what I'm saying? We are in a contained system. We are. But from the conversation we had today, we do have our own free will. Unless you think we determined to just go through this all the time, I just don't feel that way. Me, honestly, I don't feel like I think, if anything, I make myself oppressed. So I made myself miss out on shit because of what other people felt type shit. Now I'm at a time where it's like, okay, what people are telling me, in reality, it's not looking like that. Like, in real time, it's not looking like that.
Man, we got the second richest black man in the country right here in St. Louis, man.
Man, so
It's worldwide technology.
No doubt.
yeah, so let's stop, let's stop the what you call it, the separation shit. Let's stop that amongst ourselves first. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop the separation shit. Second, the oppression thing. I just heard my people's, bro, I'm glad you said what you said, Raz, because my grandma 81 and she's living off of some Social Security. So I feel what you're saying. Like, listen to what these people are talking about. Don't just say, oh, Social Security, you talking about yourself.
Right.
You talking about taking money from you.
That you done already paid in.
That you already
If
paid
you working.
in. They souping you up to just throw it away. Oh, you just want, but you taking this out my shit, right? So I'm hoping, if you taking it out my shit, I'm hoping that
I get some.
Yeah.
Look at your
that
checks,
somebody
Doug.
else do with what I'm doing, because I'm paying, so I'm not, you don't hear me ever complain about paying Social Security. I would never.
Look at your checks, Doug.
Yeah. Because people are living off of that, so I don't have no problem with paying that. It shouldn't, the 1% shouldn't either. Because we feeding y'all up there. I'm not going to sit here and say that that's not what it is. We are. We doing our part. Do your part.
That's it.
Man.
That's it.
And he was talking about the richest black man in the world being worldwide technology in St. Louis. And the reason I know that is because of where you had the award show last year.
Awards, yeah.
He's right next door.
Sure is.
That's trivia.
Oh, he run all kind of
Whoa.
Wow.
Boy, you been on fire.
Man, we in here.
That
man.
boy been on fire.
All day, man. Hey, of course, we had a great conversation, man. We had 2 hours and 47 minutes, but that's how it go when we get on the Philosophy Show, man. We talk some good shit.
Yeah.
And it's an election year, so, we got to talk it up. But we going to get up out of here, man. Before we get out, Tony, let them know where they can find you at, man. What
you
got
can
coming
find
up next.
me at People's Choice. Like I said, download the app. It's free in any app store. Check out all the information. You can check me out on there. What I got coming up next, an array of stuff. I got Pin Up or Shut Up coming out soon.
Yeah.
I got a couple of shows. Check out the 30th Thursday on there. I got all the podcasts from Tweezy on there. So yeah, just check out a whole bunch of stuff, and there's more to come always. Believe that.
All day, man.
Yeah.
Raz, what about you, fam?
Just check out that my new sports Spotify. Underground Show News Review. I'm talking about sports. I'm talking about all your teams. I'm being biased. I'm being real with it too. So check out that little sports thing on Spotify I got going on.
All day.
Check out that what is that the last show you just had. Check out that story.
Yeah.
Louis Wood. Oh, that's every Saturday at 6. That's every Saturday at 6.
Check out that story, man.
And we got months to go, baby.
Daddy Rich.
Yo, look out for me on Facebook, Richard L. Shaw Jr., because I love my motherfucking daddy. Yeah. And August 31st, we got that, we with the Shiz 5.
Yeah.
Come get that smoke. Stop running. I know you're an athlete, but stop running. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in the house. I'll be waiting on whoever I'm a battle, man. I don't know yet, but in the coming weeks I will know, and it really don't matter to me because I'm reloaded. You know, this next coming up Sunday, them Stack Brothers going in the studio. We just started Stack Brothers presents Sauce in the Fly Brutus, that mixtape. In the last, I'm going to say 6 weeks, we probably done wrote 9.5 joints. It's probably going to be 10 or 11 on there. We're going to record 3 Sunday. I already recorded 2. And the next recording session, we'll record the other 3 or 4. Hey, look out for that. What is it called? Smokers Lounge. Presenting Stack Brothers and Tweezy. You know what I'm saying? That's coming on that mixtape. You know, it's put up a shut up time. You know what I'm saying? The catalog thick. We ain't running. We ain't beefing. You know, we doing it for the culture, man. It's up.
All day, every day. All right, y'all, man. We finna get up out of here. Make sure y'all tune in to the VGN Network. We gonna blast off with my people, Jay, the motherfucking realist.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.
Council. Philosophy.
John Dummy made the beat and I'm gon' kill it.
Look like it's about to be another one of those. But one of those again. You know that? Yeah. Oh yeah. Real niggas don't speak, we just handle biz. If I say that it's up, then you know it is. From the show me, let me show you what a nigga bout. I ain't in it for the fame and I ain't chasing clout. I'm a self-made nigga till they bury me. Lame nigga cornball and I'm sucker free. And these bitches, they can't get a thing from me. Let me show you how I move, gotta keep it P. I keep on winning our shows, nigga, that's for sure. Blowing gas, getting thrown, nigga, on the road. Gotta get to the bag, boo, let's run it up. Some people say I did too much, but I ain't done enough. Some niggas hating, bitches choose, it's an everyday thing. On a mission out to get it, and I let my nuts hang. I'ma say what I feel, and I do what I like. Turned up, daily nigga, going hard all night. You damn right. Yeah, we do it big. Turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be down. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Every time we round, yeah, we do it big. Turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be down. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Big stepper, I don't never trip off a small shit. Turned up with the gang in my lane, every day we lit. Niggas like to bump they fucking gums like these bitches do. Till real niggas in your face and now you short boo. So true that I do anything I want to. Kill the gang, fuck you lanes, fly it in the bird too. Down on 55, I'm doing 100 in the fast lane. Trying to get to the north side to get this bag, man. Seen this little bag thing, real badass, man. Asked her do she like niggas, asked if she chasing fame. I ain't really trying to clutch, maybe we can have some lunch. Later on I beat it up, baby is G or what? Nigga fuck that small talk, gotta go and get this money. All I know is stay with honey, never let them take it from me. Riding dirty, never legal, soaring high like an eagle. Doing it big with my people, my son gon' be a secret, bitch. We do it big. Turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be down. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Every time we round, yeah, we do it big. Turned up with the gang, yeah, you know we live. Shorty like my style, she wanna be down. Hanging with them stars, they wanna be around. Shout out to my nigga
John Dummy made the beat and I'm gon' kill it.
You know that?